yeah, the music though.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But so we talking a little flip to get on there with the dude from Alcoholics, man. So
Okay.
should be
Yeah.
a nice little Cali to Texas flip.
Yeah,
But
now I
shit.
definitely got to get with some guys and network, get the network thing going. That's what I
Yeah.
do real well. I think the dogs is a good way to bridge the gap.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
I think the dogs,
Shit.
because I done
You
met
know.
more guys in the music with the dogs than any time of my life, and I've been doing music for a long time.
Oh yeah, you know, X was my homie, man. He killed my homie.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Like we had some good times throughout this life.
yeah, we need that story.
Oh yeah, man.
That's the, you know what I'm
What?
saying?
Yeah, I could tell a lot of X stories, man.
That's some front cover shit, like
Hell yeah, for sure. I get man. I got story every time he came through El Paso. It is like calm, breezy. Yeah. Yeah, man. Good dude, man.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Hey, what's popping, chat? Who in the chat?
yeah. What up, Bloodthirst?
Bloodthirst,
Vito,
Vito.
we in here, man. The mag's out, man.
Mag's out. Hit
The
that
mag is
link.
out, and no more wait.
Oh man, what's popping? In the morning. Let me get ready for this water park. Go out here and show my ass
Hey,
off.
the mag is out, man. The mag.
Yo,
Yeah,
We
yeah,
put
get that
we, we,
mag,
we put
man.
we put belt to ass with the mag.
For sure. Look
The
at that.
mag. The mag. I ain't got it in HD, but the
Hey,
mag is what you want right now. And then
going on, Vito?
we gotta have the
what's
old
up,
one.
Breezy?
Harry,
We gotta
so
have the old
motherfucker.
one right there. The old one, but then you got the new one. Ooh, hey, they're not ready. You gotta collect these
Already.
joints.
I
You
can't
gotta
flip my
collect.
camera around. You know what
You gotta
I'm
collect these
saying?
joints,
Gotta
man.
have them both. And then the third one, and the fourth one, and the
Oh, the
fifth one.
fourth, the fifth, and it just looks so good. I'm not gonna lie to you. This one, like I told you, because I was nervous all the way up into it, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Damn," because you never could put too much
Hey,
work into
man.
it.
I'm
You
glad
know what I'm saying?
you went ahead and pulled the trigger, put her on the cover or him. I don't know if that's a him or her. That's a good
Oh,
looking
that's a
bulldog.
male. Yeah, we had a female on the last one, so
Yeah.
even though they think she's a male anyway, but
Look at
we
that.
threw a
Who's that?
female in there.
That's
Who's that?
Rose right there.
What's up, Rose? Getting your camera time.
She coming to heat
And
too. She
it,
ain't
and
gonna
it's
let
just
Oh shit.
crazy.
she ain't
It's
gonna
just
let me show it
it's
though.
just crazy.
But
You
that
feel
gonna
Hell
me?
heat. It
yeah.
is in heat.
We're getting it in, man. It looks great. It's plenty of pages, plenty of read in there. Um, good pictures, man. Everything. I can't show too much. I don't want to
Yeah.
show too much. You got some,
Proud moment, man. Milestone met,
there's
man.
Yeah, don't give it
yeah.
away.
Hey,
Game
I
to be
can't
sold,
lie.
not told. And I know there's some game in there. I put some game in there.
Yeah, nah. Hey, get your magazine. Get your magazine. You guys can hit me on that Cash App. Go ahead and send that 25.
RBG, what up, boy?
And
Oak man, what
you
up?
know what I'm saying?
Bloodthirst, what up?
Let's get that in.
Yeah, I already sent mine.
Yeah, that bitch in heat now, Breezy.
Oh shit, man. What you gonna do with her?
Trying to get down there and stick it a little haystack.
Uh-oh.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's a hey man. You already know.
Yeah, the odds trying to be against me right now, but I'm gonna get down that motherfucker one way or another.
Yeah, gonna stick it a little hey, little haystack is right, man.
Hey, throw
Yeah,
them
nah.
shits up, Buck, so they can see what we talking about.
He's gonna get
You breaking up.
Yeah, I can't hear you, but I'm gonna see something, man. I've been trying to get on the yard stream on my computer in the office.
Oh, he went all the way out.
Yeah.
But shit, what the hell you got going on?
Shit, man. Same old thing. About to get out here and fuck with my Rough Riders.
That female take?
Well, hopefully we don't know just yet. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure she did. She's still swollen. That's usually a good sign.
Oh, okay, okay.
Uh,
Petty Rod, my bad. I don't know why I
Petty
threw that.
Rob in the building. What's up? Salute, brother.
I don't know why I threw that R in there. I ain't high enough yet.
Roll up. Trying to get hot.
Lamont, what up, bro?
Go down Lamont. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I make that happen. That'll be a good little litter.
Yeah, keep me posted on that. That's gonna be nice.
Mm-hmm. He probably gonna post the pids when he come back. Oh, there they go right there.
Yeah, there they go. Oh, that's what they're doing. It's getting
Yeah, there you go. You couldn't hear me, huh?
no, none of that.
Oh yeah,
was
I
like,
clicked to my shit now.
Yeah, that's what we cooking up, chat. Black Rose. It's a little haystack. Black Rose, my bitch.
Yeah, nah, that's gonna put a lot of bolio in the game. You know, it's got a lot of bolio in there. I remember the Panther boy, that Maton. I put him in the last magazine. Andrew Maton. He's the one that had this Panther boy, dog. You know, I knew Andrew Maton. You know, we basically took over. Me and Andrew took over Untouchables yard when they got out. If he didn't have it, I had it.
oh, okay.
We had litter mates and everything from Untouchables yard when they got out back in like they was probably done in 05. They were done. I think Tom probably passed in about 06. Something like that. Maybe a little earlier. You know, maybe 05, 04, 05 or something like that. I can't remember, but hey, good times. Good times, man. So now I'm familiar with this blood. You know, it's got a nice you know, that break stuff. That's good bolio.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Hey, I'm back. I'm backstage. I'm trying to come in on my computer.
No, hold up.
Hold on, here we go. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Oh, that was wild.
Oh, the Borderland headquarters.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta come in.
Borderland. Hey, he's live from the Borderland headquarters.
From the headquarters, baby. You know what time it is? I don't know why.
Oh, you echoing. I think you got your other
still
one
got
on.
the other joint on. You gotta back out the other one.
There we go.
Let me see.
There,
you
how's
go.
that? There we go.
There you go, man.
Hell yeah. So what's
I'm loving the progression of the show, man.
Oh, appreciate it, brother. I missed this Friday because I was working. So next Friday I'll probably double up on you. Drop a
Hollinsworth Bull, Miss Leaky. This breeding right here. This is a good breeding right here.
Hell yeah.
This is a good ass breeding right here, man.
That's a
You don't really see this.
12 was a rough one too.
What's up, Bub? Bub in the
See how
building.
many of these there was, because I don't remember these.
12 was a rough one.
Okay, Ratliff, Hot Stuff, and Dolly. See, they wasn't playing. We just talking about Ratliff. Yeah. They dibbling and dabbling with these. Red Hot.
Nitro Dog was a rough one, man.
Okay, Flint. Okay, yeah. So I had one off of Flint, and I think they took. I had one down off of Flint. It was my bad eye bitch. I think she was a granddaughter of Flint. So I had a little bit of this blood too. But like I said, you don't see it that much. It's Hollinsworth Bull back to Miss Leaky.
Yeah.
You know, that's a hell of a breeding, bro. Okay, yeah, it was Shirley. So I had one off Shirley. and Billy Ray. Let me see. I think it was this other one. It had the little puppies in the pen. Oh, they got a nice picture of her. Oh, wow. They got a nice picture of her. You know, I had to doozle that.
Damn.
Conway Jr.
Oh, yeah.
They got these pads. Maybe it's this one.
What up, Melee?
Melee in the building.
Okay, so yeah, I had one of these.
Pyro, what up?
I had one of these. A granddaughter of Flint. Back to that Billy Ray shit.
Oh, yeah.
Jim was a good one too. There go Billy Ray. See, mine was off of this shit. Bad Eye. It was just a different pad. This was my bitch though. She was nice. Red up. You know. So you gotta know when I be saying like you'll know the dogs if you've been around long enough to see the evolution of the dogs, you know. Like buck dogs, like people say, you know, they got buck dogs and shit, you know.
Got me one out again.
And this didn't have no mayday in it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you really can't get that buck without the mayday. This dog didn't have no mayday in it at all. You know? Yeah. So, you know, you got to know about the different variations and know the difference when you add that shit to it, you know. This was a bunch of that Metlins outlaw, a bunch of Metlins and shit, you know. That triple I red, that was a heavy bred red boy dog. But nah, that's gonna be a good breeding with your boy Haystack.
Yeah.
I think
let's go throw some shit, man.
I think he's gonna do what he do. Because he definitely gonna get bred to some good dogs, you know, for the lineup, what I've been hearing, I mean, it's only gonna get better. All this shit, that big baby Amball shit. We had a son of him up here.
Oh, yeah.
Son of Amball. So it'd be big baby's half brother. Amboss was a good looking dog.
Yeah, Amboss was
that flat line. I think his name was Amboss. Name might have been Amboss. He got pages.
Yeah, they bred Amboss a lot.
Be some good gumbo.
Yeah, he got some stats on here. That flatline dog might be on the last page because he was kind of up there in age. AZ Heat, they capitalized. They came in and capitalized off the Amboss shit. Yeah, it's a lot of good dogs. That's heavy Bolio too, you know.
Yeah.
Heavy on the Bolio. Bobby Jr. blood in there, you know, it just kind of mixes it up a little bit. purity ain't everything. That's what it said. You see excellence with the dog. Purity's not everything. They add a little bit of different sauce in there. A little Bert and Hank. But you know, a little bit of sauce ain't fucking nothing up. You need that.
Need it. Hell yeah.
HED, what up, man?
It's going down.
Hey, get the mags. Get the mags. Let me see. Let me drop the link.
Hell yeah. Drop that link. Grab your mag.
Yeah, get the mag.
Don't get left out.
We're gonna push the hard line. I got a graduation party today. My son graduation party. We're gonna dip down there. They on the 40th floor and shit. I'm like, okay, rooftop.
Yeah, it is.
Like, all right. Yeah, let's get down there. Second mag out, Mike Dan. It's in my hand. It's in my hand right now. Hold up.
All right, finish. Bub, what's good, Bub Johnson? Pyro, hit me in the building. Yeah. Profit. I see you, boss. Up, boy. New mag, new content. That's right, Oak Man. What is on it? Oh, that's Amboss on the screen.
Lot board.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Top of the morning, fellas. Top of the morning.
Love boy in the building.
Top of the morning. Top of the
What it
morning.
is, man. Volume 2, fresh out, just like it did 9 years in the penitentiary. Fresh out, ready to go, looking for that
Volume
action, man.
2.
Hey, y'all do, man.
Volume 2 is here. You know, we're loving it. It's here right now. Order up.
Hell yeah. Get that mag. Get that mag. Paul Harris in the building.
Sure.
What's good, family?
There we go. Let's clean that screen up a little bit, man. Let's clean that screen up a little bit so you can see that candy paint. You can see that candy, the candy up in there. It's loaded. It's loaded. I told you this joint, you can slap a motherfucker with this. You know, you slap a motherfucker with this, you're gonna catch an assault. You know, because this motherfucker, it got some velocity on it, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't never forget about where we came from. You know, we can't never. This was a little on the thin side. It is. It's just a little thin. This one's got a little more girth on it, and you know, it's got a lot more in it. You know, of course, you can't put the same stuff,
what it is,
but it's just got a little bit more in it, man. I think you guys are gonna be happy with this.
You know,
I'm happy with this one. I'm happy. So,
volume,
me, things get old really fast. Man. To me, hold on, you got to see your boy. Your boy's in there. Your boy's in there. Hold up. Oh, you see that? That's a nice little pedigree, little write up on there. That's a nice little litter right there. That's one of my favorite. You know, in case you're wondering who's on the cover, of course you got to buy the magazine. You can find that out. You know who's on the cover right there. You see what I'm saying? We getting it in, man. John Hunch, you know, you're gonna learn about him, you know, where he's from and you know where he living at in the world, you know, all across the world. Yeah, man. You know, we here. We got plenty of studs up in there for you guys to tap in with reputable guys that you know are trying to do right by the breed. You know, that's what it is, man. We're pushing this positivity. We got some stuff in there to help arm you when it comes to dealing with law enforcement and different things that you're gonna have to be up on, you know, if you're owning these dogs, because we don't want you to get swept up, you know, like the banana in the tailpipe. You feel me? See, some people, they'll bump their head and then they just want everybody else to bump their head too. It's like, yeah, fuck it. I bumped my head. You know, I want, you know, I don't care, you know. Nah, man, we're not doing that, man, because this is preventable. You know, we can prevent this stuff that happens to us on a consistent basis. So that's the move. Hold up. Let me drop that link so my brothers to order. And then let me drop that link so my brothers could call in and chop it up.
Hell yeah.
Hey, man.
Get your magazine.
Yeah, man.
We here. So haters, where you at? Haters, come on. I'm just standing up because I'll slap you with number 3. See, if you thought I wasn't already working on number 3 before this one came out, you crazy. I'll slap you again. So I mean, what you want to do? Do you want to partner up with the force? This shit says the Maybach of dog magazines, bro. That's what it says at the top.
The Maybach.
It says the Maybach of dog magazines, motherfucker.
Big
you know what that is? That means that this shit is better than all the other shit. That's what that means. So
I'm out here dedicated, boy.
You know.
Hey, boy, I'm out here dedicated. I can't move. I ain't got no service out here. I got one spot. I'm locked in, man. Got my boy Turbo. He won't leave my side. He chilling. He up under there chilling. Laid back.
Turbo.
He been working. He been running all morning, man. He been having a blast out here, man. He been having a blast out here in this country land, man. Yes, sir, boy.
That's what's
hey,
up,
volume 2, man. We here, man. We here, volume 2. Pedigree, man. I'm getting good. Wait up.
Hey, man, volume 2 is out. We getting it going.
Better believe it.
I'm gonna get up to this post office before noon. They close at noon. I'm gonna get up there probably 11. It's 8:30 right now. You know, it ain't, you know, it's still early. You know what I'm saying? We're putting in that hard work on a Saturday.
Yes, it's 11:30 here.
Yes, sir. Get up there, drop off a couple dozen. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I appreciate everybody that ordered. If you still ordering, and if you're trying to order, just text my phone. It's real easy. And I'll send you the info, Cash App or whatever. Let me see, is my Cash App? Yep, the Cash App scrolling at the bottom too. You can always hit that up.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. Get these numbers up, man. Get these numbers up. Volume 2. I see bro got both pictures on there. The one that he chose for the cover and the other one.
Yeah.
What other one?
No, the El Patron.
Oh yeah, that El Patron. Yeah, he's filthy, bro. He got a nice story. You gotta open that up and dig in there and read his story. He's nice. He's a youngster. He's a youngster. That's why, you gotta be diverse with it. So they was putting in the good work. And yeah, man, they got acknowledged. That's what we want to do. If you painting it in a positive light, like we said, then we're gonna hit you up.
That's what it's all about, man.
Out there. They just gonna hit your inbox and be like, hey man, how would you want to, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be real simple. It's gonna be like that, man.
Nah, but for real,
yes, sir.
Man, a lot
hey,
of
man,
people
from
the magazine. You know what I'm saying? Just because the spread I put in.
Hey, man, you gotta respect the grind. You gotta respect the work. You know what I'm saying? That buck put into it, man. That's just so I support. At least we can do is buy the magazine, right? For the ones who contributed, shout out to y'all. It's only gonna get bigger from here, man. You know what I'm saying? We want like the goddamn the peach tree is then jacking the damn peach tree, man. We growing, man. So y'all tap in, man. Get with the team or get ran
Hey,
over. That's just how it's gonna be, man.
volume 3 coming soon. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Volume 3 is coming soon.
I'm telling you, volume 1, man. People didn't even know that GCK Blood was still around that site, man.
Get them all.
Yep. Volume 1, volume 2, volume 3 coming soon. Then 4, 5,
Get them
6.
all. I don't know which one I'm gonna do. The Buck City one. I'm gonna have one that's just Buck City.
Hell yeah.
It's just straight Buck fucking City.
Shit,
We're gonna show the good, the bad, and the ugly. No,
don't forget
the good, the bad, the ugly. All of the
volume 3 coming soon.
I'm gonna show you.
Studs in there.
You say what?
I said volume 3 coming soon. Get your studs in there, man. Holla at Buck. You get your stud page on. Get your stud page on, and then Buck had mentioned we think about doing a studs book. That would be something dope. So just keep that in mind, people. But yeah,
Studs.
Yeah, a book of studs, man. Just have it be like my bitch in heat. Let me go to the book of studs. And you know exactly where you want to go.
Well, they can come to the magazine in the meantime.
Yeah.
There's some great studs in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, more,
sometimes yeah, you gotta turn it into a it's a burger shop, but you can sit down too. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah, man. Slow down,
that pretty
have a seat, relax. Let's talk about the dog and the breed and stuff. Nah, the book's beautiful, man. I can't lie. I ain't even saying this because I put it together, but the book is beautiful. It is. If you truly liked the first one, you're gonna love this. Cosmon, what up?
Cosmon,
man, you already know over here kicking clouds. What's the word, man? What y'all boys got going on?
Shit, man, slow motion, baby. You know what it is, slow motion. See who approaching.
Vito said sign them. Where should I sign this motherfucker at though? I don't want to fuck it up.
Yeah, on the inside or something. On the, you know what I'm saying?
I don't want to fuck it up, man. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't
Sign
want to
mine
fuck
right
this
next
motherfucker.
to
Sign it on the
that.
cover, Buck.
Sign about 10,
Me
20
too.
of them.
I don't know if I would even want to write on this motherfucker at all, my nigga. For real.
I just got mine, man. Check your whoop-de-whoop. I just ordered mine.
Hold up, because we never knew. We never knew. We never knew.
Hey, yo.
I never knew. Is all these haters? Man, what? I
Funny.
never knew that I would have this many motherfucking haters. You know?
Osman, is that the pup that you got in the
And they have my hands tied behind my back, and I'm still
No, that's my
scratching.
fucking mama.
Appreciate the support, brother.
I never knew
Mm-hmm.
that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose.
Well, y'all get a chance if you haven't already. Slide through my YouTube, man.
Oh yeah, Borderland been over there cooking up.
It's gonna keep going.
You know,
I missed last
I
week.
would have
so
never
next
knew.
week we
They
gonna
tried
double
to
up.
shut down. Hey, resilience.
Resilience, bro.
Resilience. That's all I could say.
Keep it going.
Motherfucker ain't like no, you know, we all the same. It just, you know, who gonna give up? We all the fucking same.
Exactly.
You had some
Who's
game
gonna
this in
give
you,
up
young
and who's
buck,
not?
huh? What you trying to say? You was game, young buck. You kept scratching.
Shit. One thing about it,
let me go.
even in the old times, the dog never say anything. You tell me.
Huh.
You know?
That's right.
The dog ain't never told nobody.
Oh, shit.
You gotta
Your
tell
dog
me.
ain't said a word yet, huh?
Right.
So I don't know what you talking about.
None of
Chapito
them.
talking to me.
You the analyst about it, you know. I want to get in there and make it better for us, you know. Read this book, learn some shit before you try to talk about your neighbor and what he doing with his dog. Learn about these motherfuckers first, you know.
You fuck around, take your shit over there, your neighbor, he bite a hole in your motherfucking ass. You over there think he don't know. Just because you don't know what you doing don't mean he don't know what he doing.
Well, no, they'll think that you know, doing some type of dog fighting operation or some shit. You know how they do us, just like right now. But that comment right there, that would have been in my paperwork. You feel me? And I'll show you what they mean by that. They take everything you do and try to throw the
negative light
Shakespeare
on
it. They throw the Shakespeare on it and make it seem like this is what we're doing. This is, you know, oh, we're promoting the culture. You know, that's what they would have said about that. So
wow. Just
that's
that, like
what the
they
magazine is
using,
to raise the
Jay, give me
awareness.
some.
like they
said what?
using people rap lyrics against them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well, motherfuckers getting cooked for breeding champions and shit, bro.
that's
You know
crazy.
what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, they're trying to get on you about every little thing. Rather if the shit is real or fake, you know. Right now is a fucked up time, you know, and that I mean, I guess when we get in mag mode, you know, it's a serious time though.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is closing in on us, you know, these laws, even the chain laws, like, you know, he got his dog in the yard chained up. He got 5 dogs. You automatically gonna get some neighbors that's gonna say, you know, I think this guy next door, I think he might be involved with some type of dog fighting activities. And they might not come for years. But those complaints, they don't go away. They compile up. And then eventually, the motherfuckers do come to your motherfucking house, you know, and then now they peeping around and shit, and you know, all they trying to find out who you are and shit, you know. That's what they do. I wouldn't be surprised if they wear body cameras, if they start wearing body cameras, you know, animal control with body cam on, you know what I'm saying? Just getting all kind of motherfucking evidence and shit, you know.
They got them in the you watch them people that got them thick rim glasses on, because they be putting the camera in the glasses now.
Now you talking about them Oakleys? They come with the camera in there.
What's up, little man?
Yeah, got them in the little in their glasses and stuff.
Right in the corner.
You think he got on some locs? He got on them folks. He ain't got on the locs. He got
a lot of streamers and shit be using them shits, man.
Huh?
A lot of streamers use that shit.
I've been seeing. I was wondering, how do these niggas be getting these pictures to these? You know what I mean? They'll walk up on people, talking to them, and you can see with their hands. I'm like, oh, these niggas got cameras in their glasses. Slick ass shit.
What's up, little guy? Stop it.
Man, I'm glad they ain't tripping on that chain shit up here, nigga. I'm putting my shit on chains. That's just it on that. You know what I mean?
This way.
The only way he get to go on anything other than a chain is like if I'm just taking him outside in the middle of the night to let him run and piss real quick. I'll put him on a little lead, you know what I mean? And, you know, let him run it out and come on back in. Other than that, this nigga on the chain. Because he gonna break it. He gonna break anything else you put in it. They too destructive. They constantly pulling. They constantly trying to figure out how to get out of it anyway. You know what I mean? So it's just you. It's a matter of time you use any of that other stuff like a instead of a kennel. And then them kennels don't be all the way right. You got to build that right. Because if it ain't up under the ground all the way right and dug into the ground, them little motherfuckers will dig up under the kennel and crawl right out.
You gotta lay your in slab.
Yeah, and I done had a buddy. I had a buddy who had a little boy, not a Boyle's dog, but a Bolio dog. And all this thing used to do was hop all day. It jumped up and down. It ran, paced, and jumped up and down all day, bro. And he had a kennel, and it didn't have no roof on it. And he came home, and the damn dog then jumped on the dog house, but tried to jump out and hung himself.
Man,
I done seen that too. So,
man, left eye will climb out of that like little Spider-Man. Get on top and jump off.
Man, I done seen them things climb up straight fences like they wasn't even there.
Nothing, just yeah. Hell yeah. But that's it, man. That's it.
Yeah. I was looking at
yeah, hear me. That oh my bad. Let me answer this question. No, that's something that we was looking at, thinking about the future. And check it out. But now Miss Tombstone, her next one gonna be the Psychopath. And then and that was just something we was looking at.
Psychopath, what he off of?
Psychopath, he's Latin plague stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'll post it real quick.
Yeah, shit. Let's take a look at it.
Let's see. I don't know how to do the sharing on this just yet, so I'll post it, but you share it.
He got the vice script shit on the top.
Yeah. I'm getting it. Oh, let's see.
My old schoolers used to always say, "Hank on top." Hank on top.
Here it comes, but I'm about to put it in the chat box so you can. Or y'all could go down through it. There it is.
They say you make that shit work. You say you put the hank on top.
Wait, they said it failed to post. I don't know why.
I never knew.
Yeah, we never knew.
No,
I know I didn't.
it's failed to post. Here, I'll post the number, Buck, and then you gotta pull it up because it's fell in the post.
Then I'm like, man, dudes, they had time. They had time, man, to
Same
do
24 hours.
what they want to do. Like, bro.
That's the number in the chat for the pad. But I don't know why they ain't let me post it.
What pet is that?
That's the Patty the Psychopath. Because they was asking.
Let me see.
I forgot to remove that. See, there's a dog that would be bred like Chapo to. There was a litter back in the day that was very, very nice that was bred like that. So we were just looking at it. The Chapo,
Hey, Borderland, you down there by the desert and stuff, ain't you?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Out here by the Juarez border.
That's a good ass
You say
breed.
you by the what?
Yeah. By the Juarez border.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Hey, when you get done, let me ask you a question, Borderland.
What's going on?
Have you heard about it's like it's a bug that they say is out there in the West Coast, and it's sort of kind of like a parvo, but it make your dog, like when your dog get this bite from the bug or whatever, they say it come from the dirt. It make your dog leg pin up to itself. Like,
Yeah, there's the baby breaths. We call them baby breath bugs, but they look like baby faces, man. I don't know the name of them. They look like scorpions without the tail, and then their heads are real big.
And that shit real? It make their arm look like it's crippled and shit?
Well, it depends. If you don't take care of it, yeah, it will, because it fucks with their muscle tendons. But you can clean them out the yard, and what really helps after that is a lot of vitamin B, man, if they do get bit by one. But for some reason, dogs love to attack them. Yeah, they bite is kind of harsh on them.
Yeah, somebody told me about that shit, man. I never heard it. He said it be in the hot areas.
Yeah. They bury themselves in the dirt, so the dogs dig them up, and then, but if you got your eyes on it, you get to go. If you keep an eye on your yard. You know what I mean? My bad for my phone.
Man, thank the Lord, I ain't got to deal with that shit up here, man.
Yeah.
Different problems, though. Different places got different problems.
Yeah.
Right.
Here, them rattlers is the real issue.
The rattlers, the snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they like to get up under the dog houses. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's warm.
Yeah. But if you, they got this stuff my yard man puts out that's like snake repellent, and I haven't, in my yard.
How you get rid of them things in the ground? With bleach and...
Oh, no, your normal pesticides, man. So I have my yard sprayed every 3 months for, it keeps the ticks, the fleas, all that. Well, we don't really have too many fleas out here. Well, you can, but not where I'm at. But ticks are real bad. But so I spray the yard every 3 months, and it kills all that stuff, man. Just normal maintenance.
I had never seen that, you know what I mean? When my partner told me about it, I'm like, damn, what the... You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was trying to look up a picture real quick. Send the book. Let me see.
Mike Dan, I see you, OG. Like Marshall up in this thing. RBG. Yeah, P. Harris. Big
Early.
Sinal. Huh?
Early.
Mr. Soft Parts. What it do? Huh?
Who you say?
That's Big
Oh,
Saul.
Sinal.
Saul.
That's Big Sinal. You
What's
dig
all
what I'm
that?
talking about? He'll get on the soft part of your
man. Say it
ass.
ain't
It's
so.
Sinal.
Saul ain't here, man. So don't say that.
Prophet, that's my brother up in here. Oat man up in here.
Yeah, what Prophet
man.
at, man?
Why they hanging in the Bulldog is out here early in the morning. Jay Breezy, what it
Why
do?
y'all hanging in the chat, man?
Vito up in this thing. I would go. Man, see, y'all go make me. Y'all go make Cosby do a little show. You dig what I'm talking about? Y'all gonna make me start one of these goddamn Bulldog shows. But I'm gonna do mine different than y'all. I can't be like y'all though. I gotta do something different. You know what I mean?
You don't have to. You know what I'm saying?
I was looking for me.
Motherfucker don't have to. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
There go that old rascal.
Hey, I heard somebody was looking for me, man.
Yeah.
Big Salt, what it do, bro?
Soft part.
I ain't
Mr. Soft
all the
Part.
time. That's all we like. It's soft part. You know what I mean? How everybody doing?
Soft part Saul.
Soft part Saul, nigga. Get on the soft part of your ass.
Yes, sir.
Hey, boy, that's soft part Saul.
Man, that
boy.
shit is hilarious.
I'm telling you.
Man, nigga tell me that shit, I'll be mad in a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the soft part of your motherfucking ass. Nigga tell you that, boy, you better
Hey, you better be swinging. Better already be swinging. He got some dirty, devilish things he about to do to your motherfucking ass.
What the hell Prophet at?
I ain't even gonna tell a motherfucker that. I'm gonna just get on the soft part of their ass off gate.
Yeah, right.
I ain't even gonna give them time to even boot up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
The hell you got going on down there, son?
Shit, man, just chilling, man. You know, I ain't making no noise, man. How you?
Shit, chilling.
That's what it do.
Hell yeah, early in the morning. J83, what it do?
J80 1983.
Yeah, babe.
What's going on, cuz? How the weather is up there, man? It rained.
Man, it's finally acting like you want to do something. Today, like really the first shiny day.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm about to drop something in the ground today. Fuck that.
I know that's right. Shit, how the weather is over there in the corner? Oh, they don't know what the corner is. The corner of the world.
You talking about corner of the goddamn country?
The corner of the country, man.
You talking about with Buck at?
Oh, that's Borderland.
That's the corner.
Yeah.
That's the corner.
Nah, it's beautiful out here, man. We 80 degrees, 81 degrees today, man.
Ooh.
Damn.
They're gonna have them short
Hey, it's
shorts
beautiful.
on today, huh?
Hey, it's beautiful.
I'm headed
It's like
to the water park.
Upper 70s right now. It's
Oh,
but
that's
it's
good
supposed to
weather,
even
cuz.
get warmer.
It's 61 right now. So, like, you know how it be too hot at night? Like, we don't need AC. That's where I live.
Okay.
You don't need no fucking AC, dog. Like, you don't need the big ass AC unit that's hooked on the side of the house and shit and all that. You don't need that. You don't need that shit.
It's 90. It's gonna be 99 here today.
Hey, let me ask. Hey, Buck.
Yeah.
Is the alligator is the little alligator dogs from the alligator stuff, like the Hammond stuff? That's what that's bred down from.
Well, a lot of people, there was either Plumber's alligator or those gator dogs, like Gator, like Crenshaw's Gator.
Jeep stuff.
So
Tab
people were because I don't know, maybe they were popular or something. They were always saying that, you know, like alligator dog, gator dog, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But when you actually look at the pedigree, it'd be either or, you know. When I used to talk to dudes back in the day.
My Dan said the humidity ain't no joke. I'm straight on that.
Now we got that coast, that crisp coast.
Yeah.
You know.
That off the water air.
We might get a vacuum from the, California Valley. That vacuum through there it'll heat shit up. Heat it up real fast. But if you get in the shade, usually you fine over here. If you could get in some type of shade, you good. No matter how hot it is. I remember it was 110. It was cool.
Oh, you say little gator is Chinaman Spike. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So it's not the Hammond stuff.
Well, Plumber's alligator is the Hammond stuff.
Well, Plumber's is.
Right.
That's I always heard when you cross the Plumber's alligator to the Daibo, that's original. That's a battle cross. But I was looking at it, and that's kind of like almost like the same thing. The Plumber alligator stuff kind of come from Daibo. So I don't, but my old schoolers had always told me that's the original battle cross. You cross the Plumber's alligator or the alligator stuff to the Daibo stuff, and that's the original match dogs that was coming out back then. That's what they was going with, them type of strains. So I'd always went with it.
Shit, I thought a battle cross was just two good ass bloodlines being crossed together. Two like ones that's working.
I had a daughter. Was it a daughter? Might have been a granddaughter, but I think it was a direct daughter of Racehorse Haynes, that old alligator stuff. And before I even got to really see if she was really as good as she was, bro, that was a hunting ass dog. Bro, before the time she was, bro, she had killed everything. I seen her catch a bird out the air. Bro, rodent, rat, woodchuck, skunk, possum. She was on everything. If it moved in the woods, you was out of there.
Yeah, she had a prey drive, man.
She was, and listen, she was like a brindley red, like red brownish, with this tiger striping on it. Big old gangly box head looking dog, and boy, she could hunt. So I never even, she ended up getting sick and passing away. Right when it should have been about going into her good heats. You know what I mean? Coming up to that second year. That shit hurt. She was so good, bro. I just knew she was gonna be that.
But you lost her.
I really couldn't, and really couldn't do nothing. No way because I only had 3 dogs left. The 3 of the right mix that I wanted. You dig what I'm talking about? And man, it shit went left.
Mike Dan, who got a red brindle, Mike Dan?
Yeah.
I got
like a red brindley color. Yup.
Yeah, I got one. You don't see
That
them
little
too
motherfucker
much no more like that. I think you
Say it
might see
again?
it. I think them red brindles. I think you'll see. I think you see a lot of them with the old family. Old
That
family has
and
a
I
red
see
brindle
you.
on them.
A brindle color, but then they got a tiger striping. You seen that tiger striping?
Yeah, I done seen yet.
Yeah. Now, the very
Like that
first time
Bengal
I'd ever
color.
seen
Like
that
Talking about like that
was on the
Bengal
Jocko
color.
dog.
Was it like a Bengal tiger color?
Yeah, and it was like kind of down the back, and it went went stripy from down the back.
Yeah,
You dig what I'm talking about?
One time, long time ago. Motherfucker had the Bengal tiger-like colors.
Exactly like that. It was it was a
one
Jocko
time.
dog. The very first time I ever seen a Jocko dog, it was that color. It was I don't even know what you call that type of, because it was kind of whitish but tan, but it almost kind of looked it purpley, even though you know that's kind of brown.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, like that deep chocolate looking. You know what I'm saying? Sort of make it look. I know what you're talking about.
That's the very first time. First time I ever seen it was on a Jocko dog.
I don't even know how this motherfucker was bred, man. This motherfucker could have been a fucking half breed or something, but the motherfucker looked just like, had the Bengal tiger colors, man. I couldn't believe this shit.
Well, it ain't make me no believer, Big Saw, because I put that old family on his motherfucking ass and he ain't make it 12 minutes. Allegedly.
Prehistorically.
Yeah, historically. This is over 25 years ago. This is over 20 years.
That's prehistorically.
Yep. Yeah, you dig what I'm talking about? But he sure got on the soft part of his ass, and then allegedly went around the corner and whooped his homie too in the same day. Little Eli dog that you did what I'm talking about. They had to put that boy leg in a goddamn cast.
Hey, Mike Dan said he had a white one, red brindle patches. Damn, you ain't got no pictures of it, Mike Dan? I'd like to see that.
I had one of them motherfuckers.
Well, like that white brindle with the red.
No, his mama. His mama was white and brindle, and his dad was all red.
White
red
brindle,
nose.
man. A white fucking brindle, man. Damn, that's crazy. I ain't never seen a white brindle.
But when I picked him out, he was all red. That brindle shit started to bleed through the older he got.
Right.
I was like, shit.
I can believe that though, because I got a dog. This motherfucker was like light, like red, and all of a sudden, man, when it got summertime, his first summer, the motherfucker turned chocolatey. Instead of like, you know what I'm saying?
I got a thing for them chocolate dogs. I think the chocolate dog's better.
He got darker, so I can believe that, because my own was like, damn, that motherfucker was red when you first got him. Now he like a chocolate color. Yeah, motherfucker, same, man. Did it to him. He was red. Now the motherfucker like a chocolate looking color. I got a brindle, but he more of a buckskin, like that yellow, like yellow in them color was. Like that.
But mine had a white chest though. He had a white chest.
Yeah, damn, Takeoff got a white.
I think I got a picture of him. Hold on.
Takeoff got a white chest. He the only one want to run the fucking mill. He the only one getting off the chain. Then hey, y'all will learn. Y'all see him running that motherfucker. He get to get off that motherfucker and do some shit. They got them get hit with the program, won't they? Introducing the dog. Eclectic Divas. What's going on, big dog? Yeah, like introducing a dog to the meal for the first time.
Man, shout out the boy Ready Red, man. Got them breedings done with the homie Sauce. You dig what I'm talking about? They got Sauce bred to back to some of that wok stuff. You dig what I'm talking about? So to leave it like that, you dig what I'm talking about? So
bloodthirst.
You know, hopefully that stuff turn out better. I would you know, salute my brothers, man. You dig what I'm talking about? Salute Big Gatewood. Salute Rick. You dig what I'm talking about? But y'all niggas should have called me. Y'all niggas should have called me, because I'd have just pointed you you could have went to the same place. I'd have just pointed you in a different direction. Like, look, but I get you, but look at that. So we gonna get the breeding out of that. You dig what I'm talking about? That I would like to see off that yard, so I can have me a bang. You dig what I'm talking about? Shout out to Welsh. You dig what I'm talking about? Shout out my nigga Welsh. I need me a bang, nigga.
Shout out to Welsh Kennels.
You dig what I'm talking about?
The Bangster.
Hey, and listen, I just got a peep of the show the other day. Whoever said we immune off the other day.
Nah, you talking about the one they did at night. They started at
yeah,
night.
hey, listen, that
I ain't even see that motherfucker, man. I gotta
listen.
go back to the beginning of that. That's 11 hours, man. That
Listen.
motherfucker was a marathon. You know what I'm saying? That bitch, I woke up, that motherfucker was going. I done jumped on. I said, damn, they getting started early. It's like 5 in the morning and shit.
Listen, man, whoever set fuck me immune off, I bet he won't do it no more.
Somebody else.
Yeah, he was.
Oh yeah, Wayne a bulldog, man. Shit.
Wayne a dog.
Yeah, bulldog. Yeah. You know, you don't get that name. You gotta earn that name.
I don't even know. I popped through it. This nigga Wayne spat.
Motherfucker think Wayne.
But he on point. The thing is, but when stop it when the motherfucker tell you a lie.
Hey, Wayne got finished, ain't he? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he don't be trying to he be on conspiracy shit. They're positive, so we ain't spaz on you. You did some goofy shit.
Yeah, you did some goofy shit. I need to go back and catch that motherfucker, man.
He calm and collected with it.
Oh yeah. Hey, Wayne was talking. Hey, Buck was on the show. They were talking about the other.
What was you doing? A marathon or something, Buck? It was like a bunch of shows or something.
Wayne had me tripping. He was like the other people. I forgot what he called me. Hey, he had me motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I know what you told. Yeah, I know what you talking about. Shit.
I was saying, man, hey, I need to know how these motherfuckers look. When we thought I was trying.
He talking about the show with Buck called The Reporter.
Man, I was dead serious, man. Because I said I need to see these motherfuckers coming, man. I need to know how they look. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers
like a tree hugger look,
shit, you know what I mean? Wayne was calling them the other people. What he was calling them, you know? What he was calling them, motherfucker.
The other group, the other group.
The other group. That's what it was. The other group.
Yeah.
The other group.
Oh,
no, that group or something. That group of people or some shit like that.
Yeah. Wayne had me goddamn intrigued about these motherfuckers.
Because Buck had called the reporter and shit. The reporter said, "Oh no, that's that other group."
Hey, the group. Oh, that's what Rocco said. The group. Hey, I said, I need to know how these motherfuckers look, man.
Big Star kept saying, "Who is the group?"
Walking around in plain sight, man.
Who is the group? Like, what the group look like? Like, how I know if I'm around the group?
Even saying the group.
Yeah, we thought I was trying to be funny. Hey, we thought I was trying to be funny. I was dead motherfucking serious, man. Cause these motherfuckers walking around in plain sight. You know what I'm saying? You how they look?
That nigga said, "How I know if I'm around the group?"
Hey, yeah. Hey, we ain't had me. Hey. Yeah, the group.
Oh shit! Here come the group.
We was cooking shit. He was Rocco.
Man, y'all niggas funny as hell, man. This is
sit up here talking to these motherfuckers. They had you crying.
Man, this is the funniest community ever, man.
I mean, are they regular people? Because they regular motherfuckers. You can't
Hey, Big Saul was baffled, man. He ain't want to talk about nothing else that episode. That nigga just kept saying, "Man, look, man, who is the group?"
Hey, yeah, I don't even know who these motherfuckers is, man. Hey, give me some intel. Don't leave Big Saul hanging.
Somebody will bring up some peds. Saul be like, "Yeah, but man, look, who is the group, man?"
Hey, Vito, I'm like, fuck them goddamn peds. I didn't know who this group is. But these motherfuckers walking around.
Saul said, "Let me back out and go to the chat next."
Hey, I'm telling you. Because the group, man, I need to know what this group is. Do they got shirts that say the group on them?
Hey, you know who might be the funniest motherfucker though, for real? He might be the funniest nigga living, bro. This nigga J-Bo, Man,
Oh my God.
he had me hot. Listen, my stomach was hurting, bro. This nigga
That's what I
J-Bo
did.
had me on the ground talking about how you
That's what
gonna
I
say a
did on
man dog
J-Bo
ain't
show
shit.
one time.
You got a grand champion liquor.
Hey,
Hey yo,
I put the caption on for J-Bo, right?
Hey, he be watching this shit where he put the movie clips in between shit.
Yeah.
Man, that nigga funny, man.
Man, he had me
Hey,
on
Carl.
the
That's what
low.
I did. That's what I did for his show one time. I tried to put the caption on.
Mhm.
I tried to put the caption on for J-Bo. Have you ever seen a caption goddamn go with the question mark? Like
Yeah.
they didn't even know what the hell was going on. I said, God damn. I said, yeah, them boys, hey, they got a different kind of language down on their way. I say, shit, they down south for real, for real.
They down there
That
for real,
question
man.
mark
Shout out
on
to the
cap.
booth. Shout out to the booth. Shout out to the whole South.
Shout
You
out to
dig what I'm
J-Bo
talking
now,
about?
man. They show, man. Dog Man TV, man. Hell of a show, man.
Hell yeah. Shout out my dog nonstop, man. Them,
Yeah,
they
nonstop too,
coming
man.
up, bro. They coming up. Listen, man, I gotta salute them one, cause I didn't
Damn, what
see
the
it.
hell? What you smoking?
Ooh, golly.
Man, I don't like that
This
weed
is
that do that.
It's some of that grandpa's RPG.
Hey, I don't like that weed that make me do that shit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that
this
bite.
gas.
Yeah, that
Nigga,
shit bite.
but I had to give them boys they goddamn credit when they went back and they did that Black Dog Man revealing that all this shit come from a bunch of niggas. Boy, I had to take my hat off and salute them. You did what I'm talking about. I never seen nobody do it.
They said they were changing them pairs around, cuz.
Yeah,
they said it was coming off of their shit. That's exactly what they were doing.
They was Mr. Moore's dogs, now they Lightning dogs.
Mm-hmm.
They was Bunch's dogs, but now they Con Feely dogs.
Hey, you know what though? Cause I was looking on some pairs, like some Kobe shit, like back in the, you know what I'm saying, early 1900s.
Mm-hmm. They got shit. The dupe had already happened by the 1900s.
Is that where most of that unknown shit come from too?
Yeah, check it.
Come out of nigga style.
This is what it said.
I'm sure of it. Because they got a
This is what it said. Listen.
Go ahead.
It said this was the foundation dog that Kobe gave to Leitner to start the old family red line.
But Leitner daddy and them had dogs.
That's what
way
it said.
before Leitner had dogs. Leitner daddy had dogs. As long as Mr. Kobe and them daddies and them had dogs. Because you got to remember, by the time you get to the 1900s, you already dealing with the son. He become the old man to us, but his daddy and them had shit in the 1860s, 1870s, 1880s.
Hey, big up, fam. I gotta hit these streets, but I'll be listening. Much love. Y'all keep cooking. Hey, chat, get that magazine. You know what time it is?
Absolutely.
That's right.
You better
get
it.
Right. Yeah. Already. Much
all
love.
Right, bro. Be safe, bro.
You can missing out on
all right, bro.
Y'all tap in with me.
In the making, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, be safe on that road, Borderland. But yeah, I was reading the page though, cause it said this dog was given to Leitner to start his old family line.
Mm-hmm. Now, but he already. But that means, wait a minute. That means if you had one dog, if you got one dog to start your line, guess what you had to have with it? Another dog. Where you get that from?
Yeah.
Right. You got that. You got that from Mr. Moore. You got that from bunches. And then this what blew my mind. Big Salt.
I'm playing online.
Look, this the crazy part. They pull up the imported Irish bitch, right? They pull up the imported Irish bitch, right? When she got a little bit of head behind her, that blood go back to Mr. Moore. So the imported Irish bitch who go from over there come back with American nigga blood already in her. So he got his strains back. So I was starting to look at these old Washington niggas, them old Wallace niggas, them old Moore niggas, them Bunch niggas, the Bunts niggas. All of them is niggas, and they all up here in the Northeast, Midwest, Great Lakes, Philly, all in that area. You dig what I'm talking about? What happened was these Mexican niggas was whooping on Mr. Kobe and them down there in Mexico, out there in Cali on the West Coast with them Bulldogs, and he was killing their shit, and he go back. He was already getting whooped by Mr. Moore out here. This is why he was taking the dogs out there. Come to find out that many of the dogs that was out there that was whooping him out there was mixed back with Mr. Moore's stock. So he couldn't get away from him. So this is why they went to them. So they went. This is why they went to them James gang niggas. Because they had the money to go get the dogs.
Oh yeah.
The different types of dogs. Them Shipleys and the Feelies and all that shit. That shit come in the 1870-ish, 1880.
They bought a lot of their shit.
They bought it. But it come from niggas. But cause see, the farmer's Turk dog, that dog that sparked off all that shit, that farmer's Turk, nigga, that's Wallace's Turk. Wallace come off that bunch shit. That bunch shit from that blind dog and all that. Huh? They looked at now, some of them got pictures. Some of them got pictures, but they had black brindles. You know what I mean? They had black brindles, and the dog they had a dog that had the Carver Widow Peak shit on his head. This 1850s, 1860s.
So boy, he was in the 1800s then.
This all the way back in the 1800s. Mr. Moore and them, when you get to talking about them, we talking about 1830, 1820, 1830, 1840. His son, and then Mr. Moore's son is the guy that we normally see. That's the Moore we see. But there is a Moore before him. That's the old man Moore. And I believe he was sending that shit over there to Ireland and England and all that shit. Because the dogs had to be in the 1700s. They don't just pop up out of nowhere.
But you let people, I heard some shit that say they started to come around in the 1850s. The dogs.
No, shit. Mr. Moore was selling, Mr. Moore was selling Lightner and them granddaddy.
No credit. The Batman had him in 1830. I said the dogs didn't come out to 1850. I mean, like, you know.
No, listen to this. He sold Lightner his first dogs. Lightner granddaddy first dogs in the 1850s. That's where Lightner daddy start getting Lightner granddaddy start getting into the dogs in the 1850s. He got them from nigga stocks. Niggas already had the dogs. I'm not saying that white boys didn't have the dog. I'm saying by the 1850s. I'm saying at least by the 1850s, them dogs had been over there in Ireland and England probably about 60 years. But they from here. They had already been here in the 1600s.
I wonder if somebody can. I wonder if somebody can create a American Pit Bull Terrier now. Created from how they say the dog formed and shit.
I don't think it's going too much change. I don't think it's going too much change from today.
I'm saying, you know, get the bulldog. You know how they say it, the bulldog with the terrier, and they mix that shit. And you know
I think a lot of that shit cap.
American Pit Bull Terrier.
I think a lot of that shit cap. Hell yeah. I think we done had
anybody in the chat.
I think we done had an American Pit Bull Terrier. already in the 1700s.
Can anybody make
So
that
if you went and took,
Can
if you
anybody
did
make that
a goddamn a Kobe, and you went and you cut it with some other little stock that you thought was going, you dig what I'm talking about, make your little shit bull terrier or whatever you cutting it with, you dig what I'm talking about, then those become parts of the breed because he bred that because it worked. You dig what I'm talking about? But those is so long ago, you know, just to get back to 1900, that's 125 years ago. How many dogs was bred in the last 100 years?
What I'm saying, cause is, you know how they say the American Pit Bull Terrier evolved, how it came about. Terrier, then you mix the Bulldog with the Terrier. I want to get somebody make that motherfucker right now. Like, can you recreate American Pit Bull Terrier by the way they said the motherfucking dog evolved?
I don't think so, because them foundation dogs, like they try to tell us, the old Molassers and the white terriers and all that, they don't exist as they did. But you can go back in them dogs. I'm telling you, the pit bull is the closest thing to it. The American
get the closest thing to it. I know they got some kind of ancestor.
I still don't think it's gonna be the same thing.
You know what I mean?
I don't think you're gonna get. There you go.
Hey, well, if you can't create one, then listen.
Hey,
what the fuck is that?
You ain't seen that, O's. You ain't seen that, Big Saw. I'll get on your ass with one of these Southern white bulldogs.
They say you got one of them on your yard, Saw.
Hey, shit, my granddaddy used to run that shit. And shit get on
the one on the left? The one on the left?
Yeah.
Who you say ran it?
That one on the left, motherfucker. Talking about that one on
the left. Set him up, cause that nigga said, yeah. No.
Smash that like button. Smash that like button.
Hey,
hit that like button, y'all. Let's get it.
His shit didn't look like Stompinato like that though. It shit was a little shorter, built to the ground, man. Stompinato.
Hey, you ain't see Master All Bulldogs.
Stompinato looked like he ready to goddamn pull some weight pulling.
Yeah.
Sheep herding. He ready to sheep herd a little bit or something. What the motherfuckers good for? The bulldog, American bulldog. What they good for? Shit eating. What they good for? Shit eating.
Hey, J-Bo say they grand champion lickers. lick your ass to death.
Grand champion lickers. Lick your ass to death. Hey, Buck. Hey, Buck. Hey. But to be honest though, I know this might gonna rub some motherfuckers the wrong way and shit though. You know what I'm saying? A particular guy. But I gotta say it because goddamn it's you know what I mean? You can't tell me if them motherfuckers was red, if that dog was red on the other side. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh shit. Come on, man.
Say.
My guy Weaver.
Let's just be totally. Hey, let's just be totally.
My guy eclectic. My guy eclectic with the mag and the sucker free, you know, combo. Yes, the mag and the sucker free combo.
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I made a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose.
Hey, they better believe we're gonna be popping up, doing a lot of shows, buddy. Cause we got to get this word out here, man. It's magazine time.
Eclectic, what's up, bro? Hey, they cut up in the chat, man. They cutting up in the chat.
Got you, eclectic. Hey, appreciate the support, brother. Appreciate the support, my
that little
brother.
White dog. My bad.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Hey, go to Cracking Kennels and share the magazine. Share the magazine on your social media.
Okay, Borderland. Okay.
Yes,
oh
sir.
yeah. Oh man. Look at all these orders. Look at all these orders. I never knew this type of shit.
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose.
Hey man, appreciate it. We're gonna get up out here and get to this post office and pull up again.
This what happened.
Again. The magazine is out.
You know what I'm saying?
It's out.
When
you guys could get your
you saw
order
it,
up.
What happened? So you knew.
Hey. Getting it in, man. Come on now. Now what? What's the next move? Got any ideas, fellas?
Volume 3.
You know what I'm saying? Any bright ideas? I'm ready. Let's go.
Volume 5, Volume 6, Volume 7.
Get this one off my
8,
desk. When I
Volume
got
9.
this one off my desk, like, whoo, it cleared up a lot of thinking space, you know?
Man, they look like a bulldog on the front, too.
Buck City
Nice
confirmation
looking
shot.
Nino, what up, Nino? Nino got one of them little Mayday dogs, man. How that little Mayday
Buck, did you hear
dog
what I
treating
said,
you,
though?
Nino? Nino got one of the first little Mayday dogs ever. You know, little Mayday. He's I think he's pushing 4 years old. He might be pushing 4. He's never had a litter. Nino's got a puppy off the first litter.
No, he say he fired up.
Little Mayday.
Hey, Buck, you hear that question I asked, though?
Nuh-uh.
About if you can recreate an American Pit Bull Terrier by how they said.
You kind of low. Your joint's low.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you. It's still low, but I hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, it said, I was saying, could you recreate an American Pit Bull Terrier, like with a bulldog, with a terrier? You know what I'm saying? Could you recreate
Can you recreate it? Is that what you're saying?
By how they say the dog, how they say the dog came about. Exactly,
And just recreate it? Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But the problem is that you probably have is the state of what with those other breeds that you're using. Like how much of the...
I don't think so.
You said what?
J83
Yeah, I mean, it just depends. You know, if you're a breeder, you should think that you could do anything. You know, it's not just this. Like I told you, I raised flower horns. I used to fucking ship flower horns all the way from fucking Thailand and fuck with genetics and shit. Like, you know, if you on that level, and there's a guy's yard that think he got some good bulldogs. Let's say this is back in the day. Let's say this is the 80s. And he think he got some good dogs and shit, with most of these dudes don't, you know. And you don't think I could go breed a couple terriers together? For one, them motherfuckers will fight at pit any goddamn way, you know. Would you be able to create it and get it to the level of that it is today, not using nothing? You know, I don't know if you know, but would I be able to run through a lot of dudes' yards? I think so.
Watered down version. Collectively said a watered down version.
It depends. Some of this shit these days is watered down. You know what I'm saying? So would they be the worst one there? Would they, like, it's 20 people there? Would they be the worst motherfucker that you saw? Probably not. You see what I'm saying? And then you talk about how many years would it take? Like if you just gonna give me 5 years to do this shit, like like dudes be having grandpas and shit at 2.5 years old.
Infants. You're gonna be breaking infants and everything.
So how much time do I get? Do I get 150 years? Like
20 years. You think you can do it in 20?
Equal playing field?
20 years.
You get 20 years? That's not enough time, bro. 20
30,
years. It took me 20 years before I really understood what being a breeder was.
What about 30? That's not enough time either.
I don't know. Listen, I would say this with genetics and how they run in the genetics right now. If you took proven stock that was going back anciently, you dig what I'm talking about, to the prior into the 1800s. If you can show that your dog is coming from these stocks, we would test them oldest dogs in a group, find the common oldest stocks, right, and then mix them together, right? Put them in whatever we think the dog would have been more like back then. You dig what I'm talking about? You put the all them genetics we just found in our modern dogs and put it in that old in the old egg, right? The old stock of the egg. So you're breeding the new dog, right? The oldest genetics into what you think was the stock they bred it into then. So you got to believe it's some type of terrier or something. You dig what I'm saying? So let's say you put it in a Stafford, or I think the Staff may even be later. So I think the Pit Bull predate it. So let's just say some sort of terrier stock. I would say Patterdale or something. And you breed that old egg with the new genetics in the dog that you think it is, right? And you birth it out of that. And the puppies that would come out of that would be your very first, they would be throwbacks. They would be throwbacks because you raised a pit bull, birthed out of a pit bull, a modern pit bull.
What you need to do. You need to do, like, you can just go balls to the wall. You get 30 years. The motherfucker do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Look at them all.
I mean, using modern genetics, I could get it done. Would they be good though? That's the thing. My thing is, fuck it though. They just made dire wolves.
You got a cold heart as a motherfucker.
Y'all seen that they brought dire wolves back to life? The extinct wolf, dire wolves.
Go read the magazine. You hear all about it and how it ties into the genetics and cloning your APBT that you got on your couch right now. Hey, I'm telling you, you guys got to get the magazine, bro.
I'm telling you, Cosmo been space age.
Cat's got to go get the mag, bro.
That's in the magazine.
Come on.
Well, see, I've been way ahead of the game. You dig what I'm talking about? Before I knew the mag was on, I was already on this. And listen, they brought these dire wolves back, and they massive.
Let's talk about it.
Right? Already, they puppies. They not even a year. They probably about 8 months old now, but they're huge, and they all white.
Yeah,
that was the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing. They all white. So was that old dire wolf stock that they found from some cold region type animals? Because we see today all white animals usually in the north in the cold.
Yeah,
they're taking the DNA. They're taking the DNA and basically cloning the shit
and putting it in a modern wolf and birthing it.
Jesus. Hey, it's a lot of science.
And they birthing that shit. So we should dig up Mr. Moore dogs, find out where Mr. Moore and them is, dig up their dogs, take the DNA up out of it, and put it in a modern pit bull.
Damn. So
go clone his ass. If his ass is dead, if his ass is dead, you can go get him.
They went looking for motherfuckers.
If you got your dog in the backyard, you better go get his ass.
You got a grand champion?
You better go get him, boy.
Hey.
Damn.
Or be able to breed them.
Oh, I know Mayday. Hey, I know Mayday back out this motherfucker. Mayday. All the motherfuckers. Shit, Yellow might be back out this motherfucker.
But what if they go back in them genetics and they pull some of that first shit? Some of them goddamn Tyrannosaurus dogs. You think what I'm talking about? And this bitch come out eating shit.
Yeah, we shouldn't have let. Hey, they done got their hands on some shit now, boy. They finna be.
Man, they talking about bringing the Tasmanian tiger back, the goddamn woolly
that's
mammoth.
Already back. Talking about that little tiger. Shit, that's already back. Shit,
the dodo
on it. Hey, you be up on it though.
Yeah. I think that Tasmanian shit is already back.
Mm-hmm. It's called they call it I was thinking about the fish. They got another fish that did that coelacanth. They did that. But shit, I mean, why couldn't they did it to dogs? They did it to the very first human in 1978. Y'all know she's 47 years old today. And she got kids. Guess where she live at, Buck City? Guess.
In the corner.
Mm-hmm. Right over there where she can do whatever the fuck she want to. In Sweden. Her name, and guess what her name is?
Dana.
I can't even make it up. Real live, her name is Jane Doe. She was born in 1978. She's 47. She got 2 kids now. The one thing when y'all look her up, right? She when you look her up, Sweden is the place where you can't fight, right? Or is that Switzerland? Switzerland. Anyways, right? And one thing about her, she looked regular, like a regular white woman. But when y'all see them pictures, take notice of her eyes, right? It's like you ever seen a person smile at you, but the smile ain't reached their eyes, and it's got that dead look behind it. Bro, she look like she's soulless, bro. Like a nigga can see that God in a nigga. You know what I mean? You can see that thing that's popping and that's behind the physical when you looking at a nigga. Like, oh yeah, that's a live nigga. Okay, all right, I see it, right? But some of these niggas be having that far off stare and that eyes be looking all dead and shit. Watch her face. This shit crazy. She's still living too. Yep. So if they did it to the first little transplant baby or test tube, that's what they used to call them back in the day. Test tube babies. She the very first one. She's still on Earth. She an OG. So why they couldn't have did it to a dog? They gonna fuck around and find some shit, fuck with some shit, and wake up that old shit, and they don't even gonna know what they doing. They don't understand the world was different at that time. But you gonna do it, and instead of it being an animal that you can
see that tiger fuck around, that dire wolf fuck around and get loose out in the wild and start multiplying.
Mm-hmm.
You got a big ass wolf, 7 foot tall and shit.
and my thing is this: if let's just say for the most part, if it was just like a wolf and some other modern canid of some sort, and they breed in and they was able to breed, the dog 90% of the time, 95% of the time is sterile, but sometimes they're able to breed, just sometimes. But most other hybrids every other hybrid is sterile. But they never said nothing about clones. My thing is, if you clone a plant, it can breed just like the parent. If you cloning it, it's just a representation of the same mother plant. Boom, 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 boom. This is how you get weeds with no seeds. But my thing is, it's able to viably reproduce with any other marijuana stock. If they fuck around and these bitches get out, or the genetic is popped back alive or some shit like that. Listen, and these shits get out in the wild. Could you imagine 6 foot wolves? A wolf 6 feet tall looking you in your face, just running around, and they able to breed with a regular wolf and bring all that dire wolf back? Man, you ain't got enough pit bull. You ain't got enough. And he trying to do something different to your dog. He ain't trying to get on it. He trying to eat the soft part of your dog. It's a difference when you trying to fight a nigga, he trying to kill you. Huh? And they keep trying to play God.
Yeah, he gonna be sneaky with it too.
They keep trying to play God. Be sneaky with you.
Hey, look,
He'll turn around while you got some guns on him. He'll turn around and lay on his belly. Soon as you turn he gonna snap your baby head off, nigga. One bite. Nom, 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 nom. It's a wolf. This is how I know wolves ain't dogs. You think what I'm talking about? They're both canids, but a wolf is a wolf is a wolf, and a dog is a dog is a dog. A wolf, and it's this how I know the dog is the most. Why the dog is the best and he man best friend is because he is the only animal in the world that is empathetic to man. Every other one will kill you, purposely or on mistake. It's not till you do something real bad to this dog. Every other one will kill you. The dog will die for you. It's a difference. He was made that way, though. This is how you know that nigga be understanding you. Get your dumb ass in that cage. He'll go right in the cage. How the fuck you know? He was made that way. He was made to rock with niggas. Wolves weren't. So why they got some of the same genetics? Shit, man got 60% of the same genetics as a goddamn banana. But are you a banana? What they don't understand about genetics is the only reason why they can only tell you about that 0.1% of your genetic file is because 99.9% of all people are exactly the same. In that 1.0%, in that 0.1% is all the variation you see on the planet. Why? Because in one little line of allele of goddamn DNA is bajillions of pairs of chromosomes, alleles, SNPs, all of that shit. And depending on just the luck of the fucking draw is what you get. But you generally, if you got this pool of genetics and this pool of genetics, you generally can kind of tell what it's going to do. If that, and that's only if you keep mixing them two back together. So what if you mix another thing from the outside into it? And then mix another thing from the inside. And because man is the same thing, is his color. The only reason you the color you are is because your ancestors was that color. The only reason you the color you are is because people can mix. This is why 2 black dogs can breed a white dog, right? But if you breed that white dog back into more white dog stock, they go on to produce white dogs. Yes, you're still going to throw black ones. They're still going to throw in them genetics. But if you keep breeding white dogs and bringing in other white dogs with general white stocks, guess what your general overall stock is going to be? White. Same thing with white folks.
We immune in the building.
Yeah.
Schoolboy,
It's basic
what up?
genetics.
Mr.
What's happening, everybody?
Mr.
How you
Garcia.
doing?
Mr. Garcia.
Hey, I've been
Yes,
looking
sir.
for you,
Hello, sir.
schoolboy.
What's that?
There's been another heavy debate that's that came up in the community, and I'm glad Cosmon's here.
Okay.
I just want to hear your thoughts about this.
I thought you
old
said
Southern
someone's
white
gunning for me.
bulldog and this Carver Stompanato.
Okay.
That's the new one, schoolboy. I'm just warning
Yeah. Okay. Say that again.
you. Old Southern white bulldog and Stompanato, and if there's any type of lineage going on here.
Yeah. I've read that because, well, from what I understand, the old Southern white bulldog was here before or at the same time the dogs from Europe were brought over from the UK, early 1800s, late 1700s, like from Revolutionary War times. Right.
Oh, John.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try and get this going too. Buffalo Soldier, he has a story about the true breeding of Stompanato. So I'm gonna try and get that going. I don't know what it is. I think I've heard it somewhere, that he was from Chicago or something. Stompanato was, but I'm gonna find out his point of view. But as far as when you go by looks like that, the pictures you have up here, okay, they resemble each other, but who knows if there's any lineage, because pit bulls in the past look like Stompanato and this old Southern white bulldog. So I couldn't tell you if there is a connection. But if you look at the old fighting dogs from, I've talked about them from thousands of years ago, they're big mastiffs. So they kind of look like that. And the color just comes with, how the colors are mixed. So if you have predominantly white dogs, even if you throw black in there and red ones and buckskin, if the white is dominant, you're going to have mostly white dogs.
Facts.
Or you're going to have dogs with a lot of white on them, Like Kobe, he had different colored dogs, but they had white on them. Some of them were all white, but he had white with brindle, white with black, white with red, a lot of white in his stuff. So what are they saying, that the old Southern white bulldog, that's where Stompanato came from? Or
that's what, okay, this was the claim. Let's just clear the air. This was the claim. Shout out to the brother Calypso on Beer and Bulldogs. He had the master of all bulldogs on Mr. Garcia.
Okay.
He says, that a lot of what we claim to be an American Pit Bull Terrier is not. And then he says, look at Stompanato. Stompanato comes from old Southern white bulldog lineage.
Okay.
And so that was the claim. I said, now I'm just being me, being honest, Mr. Garcia. I had never even heard of an old Southern white bulldog. I heard of the black mouse. I heard of the cur type, the lungers, You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'd heard of all that, but I'd never heard of an old Southern white. So when I look it up, and then they looking like this, you know, and then knowing all that old Kobe stuff did look like Stompanato. Right? All that old Kobe stuff, it does look like that.
He looks like Kobe's pincher.
And now we know Kobe was a breeder.
Right.
So he bred the best of the best of the best. And you know, his dogs always looked different for the most part than everybody else, especially early 1900s on up to the 30s. His dogs just looked a little different.
Yeah.
To come up out of the same stock. You dig what I'm saying? So I was thinking when he brought it up and I looked into it, I didn't know if it was true or not. So I would just like to get your opinion on it. What you think about it?
Well, two things. I've seen pictures of the old Southern white. I've seen, you know, little bits here and there, right? So two things. First is, what proof do you have that those were fighting dogs?
Right.
What proof do you have that they were actually real? You know, you have to have as much information about them as you can. So the person that makes those claims, it's on them to back it up with facts.
Right.
Because you can look at something and go, hey, and just make up a story or think, and it could be correct or it could be incorrect. Hey, there's some commonality there. They must be ancestors. That doesn't make it true, but it could be true too. I don't know.
But that's subjective, right? It's not like fact. You dig what I'm saying?
No, it's not. No, it's not fact based. Unless somebody comes up with some facts, some stats, some lineage, like who did it, right? Where are they at? You know, and what happened to them? Where did they go? Are they still around? What dogs come from that?
Yeah.
Because if you're saying the American Bulldog came from that, or if this Southern White Bulldog is an American Bulldog, that's a relatively recent breed of dog. You know, it's pit bull mixed with this and that staff, and you know, mastiff and different things or whatever. So they developed the American Bulldog. I don't know the whole lineage, but that's a relatively new breed.
Right.
The old Southern Bulldog, like I said, I've seen pictures of it and I've heard stories, and there's a lot of stories. That don't mean nothing. What are the facts to back it up? Mm-hmm. Because what happens a lot of times is people, they come online or in chats or in comments and they make statements, but they don't give no facts. But the statement they're making sounds like they're giving facts. Right. Nobody ever questions them. Nobody says, where do you get that from? How did you come to that conclusion?
Facts.
Right? So, you know, even Kobe's picture, you know, Kobe was from the North. Mm-hmm. So did he get dogs from the South? I doubt it. Most of the dogs came from the North to the South.
Yep.
So that you could come up with all kinds of shit. It doesn't mean it's true. You know, I honestly, I can't say one way or the other.
And see, I think this is the dope part about being factual and scientific. You dig what I'm saying? When you go back into Stompanato, and Buck pulled this up, when you go back into Stompanato's genetics, you know, this is mostly Boudreaux breeding. You dig what I'm talking about? So,
yeah.
So we know back when you get back there, you just gonna get Kobe. And so it leaves us only really 4 dogs where this stuff could have crept in at. And when you look at them dogs, it's just not there. I don't see the old Southern White or the drop off in or the body change.
Right.
Right? Because all the stuff behind it looks like Boudreaux stuff.
Right.
You know, and it go back in a different little, but it's all the same pocket they're breeding into. So I don't even see where it come into. But it was interesting at first because, like you said, he just said something. He just made a claim.
Yeah.
Right. It was baseless. But when you don't know something about it, like I didn't know what an old Southern white was. Right.
Yeah.
Never. I knew about an old family red, but I ain't know nothing about no old Southern white. So when I look it up and it do look like that, well, then you got it's on each man to at that point do his own due diligence to make sure what he's hearing is actual and factual.
Exactly. People, myself included, sometimes we're lazy and we just want to take what people say verbatim and run with it and say, okay, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. But look at these two pictures here. The only thing where you see a resemblance between Stompanato and this old Southern white bulldog is the muzzle a little bit, the ears a little bit, and the color. Structurally, they're totally different. They have no commonality. The stifles are different. The front end definitely is different.
Yeah.
There's no bend to that Southern white bulldog's front end. The tail is turned up, and you know what? The throat, the neck is more thick on Stompanato. Even though he's a big dog, he's got a more tapered neck and a longer neck. His chest, the chest is different. So they don't even look. It's just looking at him. You go, oh, they're white and they got a big head. And I see a resemblance. There's really not that much of a resemblance between the two dogs.
Yep.
But that's the perception people get,
Head shape is. I'm looking at the head shape. When I look at a dog, I look him in his like in the middle of his head and start looking back. That old Southern white's head is not. It doesn't have a high as.
No, it doesn't. It's more of a slope. It doesn't have that full stop like Stompanato does.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. The muzzle a little bit looks. But the forehead, all that, the shape of the head, it's not the same. And the front end, stifles, it's not the same.
And the old Southern white has a true black mouth, right? He has a true black mouth. Stompanato don't.
Right. So, I would just be curious, like where this information came from.
Yeah, he just said it, schoolboy. That's what it said. He just said it. You did what I'm talking about.
Like I said, I'm not discrediting anybody. I'm that type. I ask questions and I want to know. And if it's something that I was around or something I'm familiar with or somebody that I know, if I know the facts and somebody says something different, then I'm going to call them on it and say, no, that ain't true. That ain't what happened. That's not his career or whatever it is. I know a lot of people, man, and I've been doing this for 44 years. So I've been around a little bit, and I've traveled a lot. And when you do that, you get to see different people, different dogs in different locations. You see commonalities in them. I can go to Europe and go to, Amsterdam or Denmark, London. And I can look at the dogs and go, yep, those come from alligator. That's King Limey's Champion Spike stuff mixed with the Champion Snubby and Petronelli's Fox blood. They have a certain look. So you see that all over the place. I go to Panama, my friend John had a pit bull. She was a drug and bomb sniffing dog. I could tell right away that's a Boudreaux dog. He showed me his pedigree. She was pure Boudreaux. She was an Eli dog.
Eli dog.
So, so don't, when I look at this, I don't see that when I'm looking at Southern white. It don't look like nothing. Look like a little bit American Bulldog and looks like, I don't know.
New mixed up stuff, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't sit I think you can really tell when you sit that stuff next to a real pit bull.
Right.
You're right. It stands that they look totally different, but the general idea what media has pushed upon us to what a pit bull is, not an American pit bull terrier, but just a bully breed is, they throw it all on pit bull.
Yeah. They call them all like they're all the same.
Yeah, but they're
like
not.
This American bulldog, just even next to Stomping Out, the dog looks soft. Doesn't look like a performance dog. It doesn't look like it has that structure to function for anything. But you're right. They push the narrative where they're all pit bulls.
Yeah.
Especially the ones that attack people. Oh, that's a pit bull. Could be a mastiff. Could be a blue, a bully. Could be a mix. Could be a chow mixed with a Labrador. Nope, that's a pit bull. Crazy. That's just the ignorance of the media and people that go along with it. That shows their ignorance too, because they don't ask questions.
No, they don't.
Right. And if you repeat a lie long enough, somebody's gonna believe it. It's gonna become fact in a lot of people's mind.
Yeah. That's what ain't that the old saying? You tell a lie long. No, what is it? Organized lie defeats a disorganized truth.
Yeah. Wars have been started over that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Bucket showed Stompanado's
pedigree.
He come back straight to some Boudreaux stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what he is. He's what is he? Black Shine and Orphan Annie or something like that. He's similar. One at least one side is similar to Crenshaw's Rascal.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
He's pretty much commonality in Boudreaux, though. You know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah. Well, so is Rascal. That's my point.
Yeah.
Rascal's all Eli, all heavy Boudreaux, most of it, and Stompanato too. And if you look at him, Rascal's big like Stompanato is. He was a 52-pound dog. He's more black with some white, and Stampanato's more white with black, or about 50-50.
They were,
but even the coloration is similar.
They were litter mates, Mr. Garcia?
No. They're like cousins.
Oh, okay.
They're like cousins.
How long ago was Stompanato? He got to be a while ago.
Late 70s.
Okay, yeah. He old.
Yeah.
He old fella now.
Yeah, because Carver died in 79.
Okay.
And he actually belonged to Pat Carver. So I don't think he was around much longer than that. Maybe early 80s. He was gone. But that's really the last of the heavy Carver stuff. That Stompanato and those type of dogs. You have him, you have Monkey Dog, you have Champion Diamond. Those dogs were all similarly bred, and they're all marked like that too. A lot of white with some black.
Yeah. They said some Arts Missy back there. You did.
Well, they bred Stompanato to Arts Missy.
Mm.
That's where they got some badass dogs out of there. Petrie's Flint, and you have Jim Bob. Well, I think Jim Bob has Butcher Boy in it too.
Mm.
But that was a Champion Bocephus came out of that litter. Stompanato to Arts Missy.
Did you ever see Bocephus? I've always heard about that dog, but I never.
No, I followed his career. I have pictures of him.
You do?
And I think I have a picture of him in hold. Yeah.
Oh man.
I got a ton of pictures.
Hey, listen. First Valley Hall of Famer. Listen, schoolboy. Listen, man. Listen, you don't understand how much of a pleasure it is to talk to you, bro. When we was first getting journals, you dig what I'm talking about? When we was really just getting them good, we would
Right.
always see Schoolboy as a referee. Right? So we thought he was a kid. We didn't know that you was a grown ass man.
Yeah, well, back then I was a kid.
Yeah, we didn't know. You did what we was young. We younger than you, so we looking. Was always fascinating. You did what I'm talking about. To find somebody who was, or talk to somebody who was there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just hit different. You know what I mean? For me, you know what I mean? So I just shut the fuck up, try to, and listen when you're talking, sir.
Thank you.
Share that. Any of the pictures of both Cephas and all that stuff. If you can share any of that, that's dope.
Yeah, I have some. I mean, are you in my group?
No, what? See, I don't. Yeah, but
Schoolboy lives on Facebook.
No, hold on. Let me go up there real quick. Hold on.
You have to be invited. You won't find it.
Okay, hold on.
But just hit me up on Messenger, and I'll add you to my group.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
And there's tons of pictures there.
Okay.
Some of them, like if there's pictures of dogs fighting or even old pictures, those I don't allow. Right.
What?
But I have them in my personal collection.
What's your name on Messenger?
Richard Garcia.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a picture of me and my wife sitting together. Because there's another one too, an old one. I can't get back into that one. I don't know how to delete it, but so it's the one with me and my wife sitting there. The group is called Schoolboy Lives 2.
Oh, okay. Let me look.
Yeah. But yeah, I have tons of pictures. I have a picture of alligator in hole too. He's fighting a dog named Jack. I think that was his second win, or his third. I don't know if it was on this channel I was on or another one, but I mentioned that I have an audio tape of Earl Tudor, Joe Corvino, Gaboon Trahan, Harry Clark, Pete Sparks, talking, having conversation. Buck will know if I did it, if I said that here or somewhere else. It might have been somewhere else. Those people have been gone a long time, but I have them on audio. I have them on a DVD from an audio tape. Yeah, when you find my name on there, just ask to be friended. Yeah, ask to be friended. What are you on Facebook?
My name is Cosmon Cal.
Okay. Just that way I'll remember. When you find me, just ask to be friended, and I'll friend you, and then I'll add you to my group.
Yeah, because it's not. I'm gonna just go on Facebook and try to friend you on Facebook.
There you go. I won't be able to see it, but when we're done here, I'll check it out.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was Stompanato, Arch Missy. That stuff was some of the last that Carver had. Monkey Dog, Champion Diamond, that kind of stuff. That's where if you see the LG stuff and Coy's Banjo and BB Red and a few other people, those were the last from the last breedings that Carver made before he passed away.
It's
and
crazy.
Arch Missy,
Still working, Mr. Garcia.
Yeah, it does. Well, Arts Missy is Boomerang's sister, so there's that connection too. Like an Eli Boomerang cross.
What's the significance of the brother sister breedings in our breed? Because when we see that when you get some good stuff and you stack it on top of each other, you know what I mean, close like that.
Yeah.
What's the significance of that in the breed?
Yeah, the reason you do that is to concentrate the traits, to capture them and keep them, retain them. And if you do brother and sister, you do that to get hopefully both sides of, you get the brother side and the sister side together in the offspring. You do mother son, you're concentrating on the mother side. You do father daughter, you're concentrating on the father side. Brother sister, you're concentrating on both sides. That's the best scenario. They don't all come out like that. Sometimes don't even work. You have more chance of getting flaws, but if it works and they're holding blood, if they can produce, man, you breed them to a, what's that saying? You breed them to a fence post and you get game splinter. Huh?
I ain't never heard that one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now it's so many Richard Garcias. God damn.
It's me. Hey, do you know what I look like?
Yeah, I know what you look like.
Okay. So it's me, ugly, sitting there with a pretty girl. That's my wife.
It's a couple of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me look down here. Cause it instantly pulled you up on Beer and Bulldogs.
There you go.
So
yeah. Or you can hit me up on Instagram too.
Okay.
Yeah. But you just keep trying. You'll get a hold of me.
Yeah, I got you.
Or my email, Richard J Schoolboy 60@gmail.com.
Somebody will put it in the chat.
Yeah, somebody did.
Hook your cousin up. So I can do this.
Yeah. Of course, I have 4 books out now, 4 books in my key that I sell.
Hey, also, Mr. Garcia, could you tell us about your registry? You dig what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And tell us about a benefit about, why they should, why we should register our dogs with you, Mr. Garcia.
Well, the registry was started by myself and 3 other dog men. And the signatures are on the registrations when we put them out. So it was started by real dog guys. That's first and foremost. Secondly, it's pretty much private. I don't share information. I don't even keep people's private information just for their protection and for the protection of their dog.
Right.
So everything is filed by the registration number. And I do that again for the protection in case somebody wants to come and look or somebody, whatever, they can't really connect a dog with a person.
Right.
Now it's not flawless. I'm sure somebody could figure out a way, but it just makes it a lot harder for someone to do that. So it's pretty private. And as long as you have proof of ownership of the dog or you're the breeder of the dog, you can register your dog with me. And it has to have at least a 4-generation pedigree. Like that. So I do adult dog registrations, puppies, and litter registrations, and kennel registrations too.
Okay. I heard this too. This is a benefit, and you could clear this up for us if it's true or not when you signing up with your registry. That when you sign up, that you also make it gives the ability when they to go to the ADBA shows, you register with the ADBA for the dog. Is that true?
That would be up to them. I don't know. My thing is, I'll accept anybody's registration as long as they're a legitimate registry.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll accept, bona fide ADBA, different one. I don't know if they accept mine, but I know them. They know me. I've never really asked them. People would have to, ask them. But it should be legit enough where legitimate enough where there shouldn't be a problem
to go to an ADBA show.
Right. Yeah. Right. You'd have to do a register. You'd have to register with the ADBA to enter their shows, because every register requires that. So some people, that's what they do. They dual register or triple register, right? Mm-hmm. So that the dog itself is on file for legitimacy. If you have a confirmation show, to get the points under that registry, the dog has to be registered with that registry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So a benefit of dealing with your registry was that any registry that deals with the shows that you're throwing or anything, they get points from winning at your
No. What I mean by I accept any registry's papers is if they registered their dog with the ADBA and they say, "Hey, schoolboy, I want to register my dog with you," and here's the ADBA papers, that's good enough. I just take the information, right?
Okay.
They don't have to show me a proof of ownership or a receipt or nothing like that.
Okay.
If you're coming out of the blue and I don't know you, I'm going to need some form of proof.
Okay.
Generally, what most people do is they give me the number to the breeder, or they give me his contact on Facebook or wherever, Instagram, and I just hit him up. "Hey, did you sell this guy this pup?" "Yeah." "Okay. He wants to register the dog." "Yeah, no problem." It's that simple. But a lot of people, I know them already. Like I said, I've traveled so much, and I know a lot of people, man.
Okay. I was looking at a pedigree a few weeks ago, Mr. Garcia, of a dog named El Titere.
Right.
Could you tell me how you are connected, sir, to this El Titere dog? Huh? Because every time I look somewhere, a schoolboy seems to pop around the corner and pop me in my eye every time.
He's there.
Where I'm looking.
Yeah, it's in there. Schoolboy's big red bred to what's her name? Game Jane. So Game Jane is a heavy bred Chinaman female. They bred her to big red and got China doll, and that she's in El Titere's pedigree. So there's a little bit of my stuff in there. It's here and there. I didn't have a lot of dogs, but there's enough of them where, and I sent them to different parts of the world where, you'll see it here and there. Right now my protege, my friend, who's been my friend for over 40 years. He still runs my blood. He's in Mexico. He's the only one that really has it. Now, he don't sell dogs. They don't leave his yard or nothing like that, but he's kept it going for a long time. But like I said, it's in different places. I sent, dogs to Baja, Texas, Louisiana, and Delaware, New York, Guam, Korea, Philippines, different places.
Now, it's crazy you brought that up. Because today, you know, with the different laws and stuff taking place in America compared to what's going on overseas, we see they got a whole sport that's, you know, where it's legal over there. It's not, you know, it's not hidden.
Right.
Do you think because those dogs overseas are actually being more used, that you know what I mean, that it leads to a better stock, right? And then that would lead to the final question: do you believe that the overseas dogs today are better than the American stock? Your just your point of view.
Well, the way you worded it, yeah, you know, always if somebody's using for a dog for its original function or for some kind of work, it's going to be a better dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. and but you know, in the last, I don't know how long, let's say since the 50s at least. Mm-hmm. The dogs between the United States and Mexico have been traveling back and forth across, you know, they've been trading back and forth. So it's not hard to get like stock from Mexico that was originally from here anyways, basically the same stuff.
Right.
Just depends on who has it and what they're doing with it, you know.
Yeah,
all the dogs come from here anyways.
Yeah, know? I would count Mexico as America. It was they're the same dog.
Yeah, because their connection is there's, you know, is so close. They're right there. You know.
So do you think the overseas dog is overall better dog today?
As yeah. I can't, you know, I can't speak for all of America. I don't know. You know, I don't run in that circle anymore. I don't encourage anybody to do anything illegal.
Right.
But what I'm saying is the overseas dogs, because they're active, they're going to have good dogs. And that's in Eastern Europe, which, you know, the Balkans, Russia, like that, the Philippines, Mexico, different places where it's not illegal, which there aren't that many of them, but there's still a lot.
Yeah. I'll be seeing stuff in Japan, all through Asia.
Yeah.
China, Southeast Asia.
Yeah. That's right. China has them. You know, you've seen them pictures, big old yards, 200, 300 dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, it just, you'd have to, the places where I've gone outside of the United States, you know, the dogs are good. If they're good, they're good. And it depends, again, who has them and what they're doing. And if they ain't doing nothing with it, it's the same like everywhere else, they're junk. Okay. It's just a pet. But when you get, even if you're involved in the legal sports, you know, at least that's something. You know, weight pool, hunting, French lure course, you know, wall climb. You're doing something with the dog, so it'll keep that athleticism and the structure sound and the mentality in the right direction. But I'm always going to feel like the United States has the best dogs in the world because that's where they came from.
That's right.
Right? That's where they're, you know, they're from here.
Right. That leads us back to you know, a story about our dogs that, you know, we starting to see it's a lot of cap in there, Mr. Garcia. It's a lot of fairy tale and lying in these dogs.
Yeah.
Do you believe, sir, that anciently, I'm talking about pre-1700s, 1600s, 15, 14, 13, all the way back, turn of the century, ancient Maya times. You dig what I'm talking about? 250 AD to 250 BC. I'm talking about that times that there was already a bat-eared terrier dog that would go in a hole and pull out a rabbit, fox, weasel. You dig what I'm saying? I believe
Yep.
that dog was already here. What do you think about it, Mr. Garcia?
Definitely. See, here's where I have a dispute. And this is the storyline that everybody's taking, right? That the dogs were used for bull baiting and bear baiting. That was outlawed in the mid 1700s. From there, they turned them into fighting dogs. That's bullshit. They were already fighting dogs. They just used them for bull baiting and bear baiting. It's the same dog. There's no difference. Just like the ratting dogs in Ireland. They use them for ratting competition. It's the same dog that they use for fighting. Right? Just like you take a pit bull, today they say it's versatile. You know, not only is it a fighting dog, but you can use it for hunting and legal sports and drug sniffing and bomb sniff, all this stuff. Well, you don't think they did that back then too?
Right.
And every function that a canine has today, they did it back then too, if it was applicable, right? If it applied. So there's no doubt they used it for hunting, burrowing holes and pulling a rabbit out and chasing down deer and hogs and whatever. Used them in war to attack people. Those same Mastiff war dogs that they use in battles, those are the same dogs. Those are the same dogs they fought against each other.
Right.
And that goes back 4,000 years.
Right.
So it's 2,000 years BC almost. Because there's depictions of them doing that.
Right.
The handlers are handling the dog. They're facing the dogs off and they're scratching them, you know?
Those
are stone carvings.
I got an Olmec made by the Olmec around 1800 BC of a bat-eared terrier dog that was a toy, right? It had wheels and everything, but it is the splitting image of our dogs today. As a matter of fact, if you could look at my my thing, the mother of my dog is on my thumbnail. She's an old family red, and she looks just like the Olmec thing, and it's 1800 BC.
Yeah, every culture domesticated, just about every culture domesticated canines.
Yeah.
So every culture, or just about every culture, fought their dogs.
Yeah.
They fought them. They hunted with them. They became guard dogs and herding dogs and protection dogs and war dogs. It's just that the canine is so versatile that you use it for all these different functions, and from that you develop particular breeds that are specialized in this type of work or sport. That's happened since the canine was domesticated. So if someone wants to say, well, the Olmecs, Aztecs, Native Americans in the U.S. and the Western Hemisphere, North America, South America, all Canada, all this Western Hemisphere, they had dogs like that Southern Bulldog. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
But there has to be a way to trace it back to those bat-eared dogs that the Olmecs had. It's what later became the terrier phenotype or whatever of the fighting dog in the United States.
Right.
Just because they look the same doesn't mean that that's where they came from. Now, they could have come from that. But as far as we know, what research has shown, the terrier side of the dog came from Ireland. And we have those dogs being imported from Ireland, at least when the potato famine happened, which was 1850, and the Irish started coming over here, right, because they were starving to death. So they bring their dogs with them. Now, did the Africans bring dogs here too? Possibly. Did the Vikings bring dogs here too? Possibly. Did Cortez bring dogs? Yeah, he did. But again, you have to do the research. What did they do? Where,
Yeah, and then we do the research on it. Let's just look at them imported white dogs. You dig what I'm talking about? We look in their history. Behind them, we see Mr. Moore. Those dogs that were coming back in the 1840s, 1850s, 1860s had Mr. Moore blood already in them. So are they breeding this all around dog to what they had over there already? I believe so.
Yeah, they did.
And it's coming back with a different pheno, which we would commonly call Irish or English.
Right. And we crossed basically the Irish dogs with the English dogs, right? That's what makes up the most part of the American Pit Bull Terrier. But they were doing that in the United Kingdom before they came here too. They were crossing Irish dogs and English dogs. They were crossing Scottish dogs and Irish and English dogs. In fact, the first reported dog fight that came out in a periodical was 1849 or 1851 or whatever it was, where a match was actually reported in a newspaper. Right, the winner was a Scottish mix. So he was either Scottish and Irish or Scottish and English mix. So that has been happening before the dogs came here. It's just what we did here in the United States is we started putting the dogs together, and even if it has some other stuff, doesn't matter, right? Could have Spanish in it, Spanish dogs in it, Indian dogs in it, whatever it is.
It was bad.
They started putting them together, keeping pedigrees and keeping track of their lineage. That's the American Pit Bull Terrier.
Yep. And we always see a great blending in America. You dig what I'm talking about? And then we got to understand also in America, the dog of the North is not necessarily the dog of the South. The dog of the West is not the dog of the East. You dig what I'm saying? And then in the middle in there, it's still been blended.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is where I think the idea of best to best comes from.
Right.
Because they was trying to get the baddest dog that they could get to and breed to that.
Right. It's simple, when you look at what the dog is capable of. If it's lacking something, you're going to go get it from somewhere else. Or if you need to add something, you're going to get it and you're going to include it. Right. And breeders knew that way before any of us were alive, and way before that. And most people have a concept is that all these guys were doing was inbreeding. That's not true.
No,
you can't do that for any length of time and have a successful family of dogs or breeding program. And you mentioned El Tite. I did a video on him. We talked about him in chats, whether he's scatterbred or not, this and that. Most people don't know how to read a pedigree. and they'll call Tite a scatterbred, right?
Right.
But they won't call Daibo scatterbred. So is Daibo scatterbred or not? The only common dog that's in Daibo's pedigree is his sire, Hubbard's Gimp, right? And he only appears
twice, right?
He's only in there 3 times in a 4-generation pedigree. Twice on the top and 1 time way down at the bottom. You look at all the other names in there, and it's Tudor, Williams, Corvino, Old Family Red Nose, all this stuff, because that's what breeders did. Is they took the best dogs that they could find from the best people that they knew and put them all together. Once you establish your family of dogs, your bloodline, then most of them from that point forward should be related. Some are tightly related, some are distantly related, but they all related some form or fashion. But if you inbreed, you're going to lose it. You're going to kill all the hard work you did, because you don't have to do that. And breeders in the past didn't do that until they got old and they got kennel blind, and they didn't want to outcross. They didn't want to go outside their yard. They want to keep their stuff pure, and they lost it. And that's a lot of them did that. That's just part of getting old, just like, when you get old, sometimes people don't want to share nothing,
Right.
They got a 57 Chevy that's been there for 900 years. They don't want to sell it. They don't want to give it away. It just sits there and rot because one day they're going to put it together and work on it and bring it back to life. And they never do.
Never do.
And that's what happens with bloodline. I'm going to keep it tight. I'm going to keep it pure. I'm going to keep this and that. And they kill it. So you look at any industry, and they use inbreeding to a certain extent, but that ain't the main. That ain't the main way of breeding.
What is your view on hybrid vigor?
Yeah, if you make an outcross, especially a 50-50 outcross, which should produce hybrid vigor, and you don't get superior athletes, in my opinion, the breeding didn't work. That's the whole point of doing it. Right. That's what hybrid vigor means. Taking two entities that are not related, putting them together, and the outcome is better than either one of the two entities you put together. That's a battle cross. That's superior athletes. That's your competition dogs or horses or whatever it is. And if you use the ROM list as an example, most of the studs, I did this with the males. I've talked about it before. Most of the studs on there, the males at least, the ones that were used in competition and the ones that weren't, is 3-1. And it's also more dogs that are on the list that were crossed rather than inbred or real tight dogs. Zebo is line bred Dibo. Art is outcross dog. Buck is line bred whatever or cross whatever he is. Grand Champion Buck. Mayday. He's not inbred. He's not tight bred. Just name them. Boomerang. Any of them that are on that list. Even some of the females, Honey Bunch and Black Widow and all that. They're not inbred dogs.
Yo, salute to Schoolboy, salute Cosmo, salute everybody in the chat. I wanna chop up with that Stompanato real quick. All right, so if you look at my idea of when somebody hanging papers, because I feel like his pedigree is false. I think by who they breed it to or what they breed it to can kind of give you an idea of what it is. So Stompanato was mostly bred to the Arts Missy and stuff off of Arts Missy.
Wait. Before you go, bro. So you think Stompanato is an old Southern White Bulldog?
Nah, I think Stompanato is off of something off of Miss Spike.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead.
All right, so if you look at Arts Missy, she off of Miss Spike. Miss Spike is Cow Patch. The Snooty Dogs is off of Arts Missy, Cow Patch. They still throwing Cow Patch. Now, look at the Black Dogs. They still throwing Black Dog in 2025. The Eli Jr. Bully Son Cross, which is what Stompanato is supposed to be. But if you look at Arts Missy, it's a dog on there that he's bred to named Johnson Rosie. It's a white dog with a black patch on the eye. And only thing behind her is Arts Missy with a quarter of something else. All that hot dog and Schoolboy was talking about. So I think Stompanato pedigree is fake. I mean, I know it's a pit bull. I think his pedigree is false. I think it's more of the Miss Spike Arts Missy stuff. Because that's what he was mostly bred to. And I feel like if you're gonna lie about a dog pedigree, what you breed it to might tell you what it really is. That's my opinion on that. Now I watched the interview with Master All Bulldogs, like Eclectic say, he said that because he ain't had nothing else to say. But I do believe that the pedigree on Stompanato is false.
That's interesting.
Well,
So
yeah, you could make that
Claim.
you can make that claim because you're right. Those dogs you mentioned, that's the way they are. Even out here, the LA Dream Team, they were real popular, real active back in the day. They were good competitors. We went into each other a few times. They had heavy boomerang dogs. They were all cow patch, most of them. A lot of white with patches on them. Mm-hmm. And it comes directly from that. Arch Missy, Stompanato. And
I think Carver dogs in 2025 are still cow patched, and so are the Chinaman dogs, Maverick dogs, the Rascal dogs. They still
some
black.
of them are. A lot of them are. Yeah, Don Brodt had a bunch of them that are, and you get a variety, but depending on how they're bred, or like you're saying, the Stompanato stuff down from that. Mm-hmm. If you concentrate on that, or you use the ones that are marked like that, you're going to get a bunch of that, and it's not going to go away. Even if you add crosses in there, that dominant pattern is going to come out.
Because
it's a good case to make. I don't know if it's true or not, but you can make that case.
Schoolboy, Buffalo Soldier, because I want to know if I'm on to something. Yeah. It makes sense. Like if I was to lie about something about a dog being bred, because I don't want you to know the recipe, but I'm breeding it, I'm probably gonna breed it to the recipe.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was bred to Arch Missy. It won't really bred to like black dogs. Like if you click on Wild Side Stompanato, it's like a spitting image of Carver Stompanato, but everything behind Arch Missy and Spike.
Right.
But they patchy dogs too.
That's what I'm saying. But Miss Spike is not in Stompanato pedigree at all.
Order now.
Well, she
it's Blind Billy. That's a Blind Billy dog, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, hold on. Let me pull this up.
Just pull up Stompanato and then go to Johnson's Rosie. You'll see.
Well, who's Arch Missy's mama?
I think it's Miss Spike, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And she was mostly white too. Yeah, she's in there.
Yeah, I really like be in them pairs. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of dogs out here. I was talking to Paul about it in the chat. I ain't gonna speak on it, but it's a lot of dogs out here that say it is what it is. But when you see what it's being bred to, you're gonna know what it is. Like a macho buck dog, you can look at a dog and tell if it's a macho buck dog.
Yeah.
And you might look at a Frisco dog and be mistaken. But you could look at a macho buck dog and say that dog got bolio in it.
Now, let me ask you a question, Mr. Garcia. Are the Daibo dogs known for throwing patchy dogs also? Black and white.
Well, some of them. Yeah. What's his name? White Rock. White Rock was all white with some black spots. Okay. Uh-huh. Champion Topper, Harold's Champion Topper, was white with patches. I don't know if they were black or if they were red patches.
Yeah.
But some of them were like that. Yeah.
Because when I'm looking, the only way that what he was trying to say it could possibly be true is through that Tom's Big Black and Carver's Red Girl dog, right? Now, and then to understand that even behind them, and that's just Daibo. All that's Daibo.
The whole pedigree, bro. If you look at his pedigree,
all of it. You dig what I'm talking about? And so where would these the white and black dog is already there. And I think this is what Rocco is trying to say. The white and black dog is already there in the breeding. Being that
let me rephrase it.
What he's saying is this. Because he believes they come from misspike stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's why they bred Stompanato to the misspike stuff. That's what he's saying.
Like, okay,
right? They went heavier on that side than say breed it to Bully Son stuff or Boleo stuff or something like that.
Right.
Like my opinion is like when you talk about throwbacks, I don't really look like past like the grandma, great grandma, right? So I had a buckskin male. It came from 2 buckskin dogs. The whole litter was buckskin, and then I had a black dog. It came from a black and a red dog, and the whole litter was black. I bred them together. I got like half buckskin, half black, and I got 1 red dog. That red dog look exactly and act exactly like the grandma. In my eyes, that's a throwback. I'm not gonna look further than, because it makes more sense for the white and black to come out through some shit that is being bred to versus the white and black popping out in a rare occurrence, but it consistently throw the white and black. It consistently throw the white and black, but it's a rare occurrence. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Everything you're saying making sense. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
And
so I think it was a line because of Bully Son and Eli Jr. crossed the black shine that dog produced a lot of good dogs. You know what I'm saying? And the Johnson Rose dog got the black shine in there, but I'm saying that it's a fight that's not being shown on the pedigree.
Yeah, could be. Because either which way it is, if you let's say you take Stompanato and you go to the Eli side, or you take Stompanato and you go to the Boomerang side, or you take Stompanato and you go to the Miss Spike side, they're all gonna work. They're all gonna work. It's just a matter of which direction you want to take it to. Now, in your case, or what you're saying is, it just would make sense if his pedigree's fake. The way you can tell is what they bred Stompanato to. So what they bred Stompanato to, what you're saying is it makes sense to do that because that's where he comes from anyways. Right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you're looking for the line, the truth will come out by who they breed it.
Yeah.
But that Southern White Bulldog, I'm off that. That's comical.
Yeah.
But,
Well, like I said,
when they cross it back with that Art Smithy though, they throw some hellified dogs.
Yeah.
It'll make sense.
Yep. And then you throw some Butcher Boy in there.
Yep. When you hit the carver back, hold on one second.
That's what Mike Thibodeau did.
But yeah, it was a lot of speculation about all these dogs and their true pedigree, which I'm not mad at it because, you shouldn't. If I tell you the sauce, you could go do it yourself, So I understand why they do it and not tell them, but looking back, like in the past, you could see where like, oh yeah, he was only breeding into the Arts Missy and stuff off of Arts Missy, and he really wasn't going to Brandy, Like why not go back to Brandy?
Right.
But that was my little take on that with the Southern White Bulldog.
Interesting. No, it was good.
I had a dog that looked like Stompanato. He was built like him. He was red though, instead of black, and it was no pedigree on it, no papers or nothing. And I never kind of consider him like 100% of what he was supposed to be,
Right.
So I could see why somebody could say, "Oh yeah, that's a bulldog," but then again, I ain't know no better neither.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my thing has always been, once you get the dogs, it's up to you to do what you want to do with them, And if you're honest, you have integrity, you tell the truth. If you don't want to tell the truth, that's up to you. I don't really hold that against anybody. They do whatever they want. But, when you start selling them or you make them public or something like that, that's where the hanging papers, that's where it bothers me. Because then you're selling something that's not true. If you give it away, well, that's up to you. But if you're honest with people, like at least this is what I say about Carver. At least he was honest and told people, I ain't telling you what the real pedigree is. By saying, I'm going to give you the cake, but not the rest. Because he put good dogs out, people really didn't care. All that controversy about that didn't come till way later after he was dead. They didn't give a shit, really. They wanted a Carver dog. He threw good dog. They didn't care what it was. And if he told them different, this is the real pedigree or that's not the real whatever, they would tell him, I don't care. Doesn't matter. And if you listen to Baker Davis and Norman Houghton or Ronnie Jackson or a lot of these guys, they didn't give a shit what it was. They didn't. They just wanted those dogs, and then they did whatever they did with them, competed and bred them. So it's kind of a touchy situation,
I believe like if you you get you a good dog from wherever you get it, whatever you like, it don't really matter like what's behind the dog. It do to an extent because we could look back now and say, oh, okay, we see what he didn't produce. But in the moment, it really doesn't matter because it's a dog at the end of the day.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's a dog.
Even in my case, I got a female inbred Jeep bitch from a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And after I got her, had her for a while, he come and told me, Richard, she's really not bred that way. He was inbred Jeep, but the bottom side was a little different. I told him the same thing. I don't care. Don't matter to me. If, she's really off a Jeep, she's really inbred Jeep, the grandma is different, that don't matter to me. I don't care. I'm going to do whatever I do with her. I bred her and all that. And I kept myself straight because that's just me. I just wanted things to be. I want the dog that deserves the credit to get it. And if a dog doesn't deserve the credit, I don't want him to get it.
I'm going to say, I think it's rowdy, but that pedigree, if you look at the pedigree, the way it's put together, like looking back at it, that's kind of like a formula that a lot of people use. Now, I'm not saying you did it purposefully, but that formula that was used with you said it was the Jeep, Miss Rage, and then Red Boy.
Yeah.
That formula that you use is still being used today in different ways through the Weird Jack dogs.
Well, even Rastaman's on our podcast. He did it not following my pattern, or he just did it because he liked the dogs he was using, and he put that combination together. He actually put Miss Rage's mama or grandmama, I forget which one it is, with his Jeep stuff. And he had Zebo and he had some Mayday too, but he actually used that combo too. Yeah. Because it works. And that generally happens. You see people doing the same thing or repeating certain things, not because they're copying so much, and sometimes they are. I'll be the first one. I'll copy it. If it works, I'm going to copy it. But just by the fact that things work, you're going to go that direction. You're going to put it together that way because it works.
Yeah, he did the same thing with Lady Stone.
There you go.
Rastaman. Salute Rastaman. You dig what I'm talking about? He did that. He worked.
My brother.
Hey, I wish I would have been able to see that lady Stone dog. I heard she was bad. What you say, Mr. Garcia?
She was bad, and she beat a bad bitch because Champion Blondie was no joke. And that went 2 hours and 5 minutes. Blondie had beat the Divines in like 31 minutes. She beat Danny Burton and Wilcox in 6 minutes. And she beat a champion I forget her name. She was a champion bitch. She beat her in 40 something.
Oh, a
He
short
was
horse.
badass. Yeah. Yeah. So for Lady Stone to beat her, and Rossman will tell you the stories, you know. Blondie pulled a chunk of meat out of Lady Stone that left a hole in her chest, you know. So it wasn't no cakewalk, and it went 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Oh.
So, yeah, Lady Stone was badass, and so was Blondie. He was no slouch, man. I'm telling you, that's a classic.
Yeah, she must have been biting. Yeah.
Fighting, man.
Oof. Shout out Rasta, man. Hey, man, first ballot Hall of Famer.
There you go.
First ballot Hall of Famer. Tell them we get this thing together. Y'all boys going in there.
Yeah. I mean, it's a way of keeping the history intact, you know, and keeping people informed and giving accolades to people that, you know, that the community feels deserves it.
Right. Hey, Mr. Garcia, I always hear about a dog, and I like you know, did you get to see her? Right. We always hear about the Pandy dog. Right.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
About her. Did you
I didn't get to see her. No, but I thought enough of her I've included her pedigree in my latest book, which is How to Breed the American Pit Bull Terrier. I've got her pedigree in there as an example of basically a Dirty Mary bred dog, kind of like that. Yeah, she was badass. From what I heard, I never saw her.
Right.
But you know, I had Boyle's dogs early on. They were more heavy on the Boleo side, but I love them dogs.
Did you ever have any dealings with any of the Gaines blood, the Fargo, the Turtle Buster? Any of that
no,
stuff?
I seen one or two. They could bite like hell. They could bite, man. Like you know, incredibly hard. They remind me of back in the day when I saw Bishop Hilliard was a California dog man out this way. He's the one who actually owned Soros Goober. Goober was his dog, but he crossed the Goober with the Zeke blood, like Soros Bull and Snooty and Boleo. He did these crosses. Them dogs could bite, man. That's what the Gain stuff reminded me of. And I only saw one or two, maybe.
Yeah.
But that's what stood out, you know.
Scuba, how you feel about all the inbreeding that was done to get the Red Boy dog of today? Meaning that he was only bred to either his daughters or granddaughters.
Yeah. It's amazing that they could do that, which shows the potency of Red Boy, or it's a, you know, you can't heavily inbreed that way with a lot of dogs. You can inbreed almost anything, but 3-4 times in a row and then stack it up and like that, you know. Yeah.
I think. Do you think it's because the genetics are so open because it's coming from that old Kobe stuff, and that's basically what you're doing, laying it on top of each other to pull Red.
That's what you're doing. Yeah, could be. I don't know why. Because you can't do that with any other dogs.
Nope.
Any bloodline, you can't. And not that it's not, you know, those even those dogs, they produce some champions, but not multiple winners. You know, it's just real hard to do that with inbred dogs. So as good as Red Boy was, and as productive as he was, and all the winners and all that stuff, he don't have multiple winners out of his bloodline. There ain't 5-time winner, 6-time winner, 7 like that, you know. Where Eli bred dogs, where you have crosses in there, you know, depending on whether it's Arts Misty or Long Baby, Long Tuffy. You have multiple winners, several of them, 5, 6, 7, 8-time winners out of it.
What do you? Go ahead, bro.
I was asking, like, do you believe like the breeders are like you could take Brandy Girl to a grandson, you know, and still get a dog that could produce? Do you believe that breeding was like? Because I bred a daughter to a daddy and I lost the whole litter. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in the inbreeding because when I did it, I got some mutated dogs.
Yeah,
I did a cross.
Katie Marlowe did this. Katie Marlowe got them too.
Okay, well, she just
everybody I know that inbreeds, you get that here and there. You get pups that can't even stand up, pups that are deformed.
Yeah,
you know, they can't stand up because their feet are like seal flippers. You have defects. Sometimes it's a whole litter is ruined. So that's what I say is amazing about red boy dogs. But still, you're going to get some structurally unsound, some dog. I mean, they won't even survive. You know, that's what inbreeding can do.
Mr. Schoolboy, if you had one choice to go back and pull a dog from history, right, and you was gonna start your breeding program off of, and you only had one shot, but you could go get one dog from any time in history, who would you go get?
A dog that isn't mine?
Yeah, let's just.
I'll go with that. A dog that wasn't mine.
Okay.
I'll take a male. Would be Grand Champion Art. And a female, I'd take Black Widow, Honey Bunch, or Dirty Mary. It don't matter which one. Either one. But yeah, stud, I'd take Art because he was a multiple winner, champion, grand champion, ROM producer, but he wasn't bred that much. And he was bred to different types of females and he produced every time. So that's what I look for in a stud. That's kind of the marker that I use. That's the way Big Red was. Didn't matter what you bred him to, you were going to get some.
You're going to get some.
You get some that you can take to the box.
Yeah, that's the difference.
And they were going to produce too. So anybody who's interested how I did my thing, feel free to hit me up for my new book. It'll give you how I did it. And not only that, I use examples from other people that I learned from. And it's something that a lot of different people have used in different species, not just dogs, but chickens and horses, even dairy industry and cattle and stuff like that, horses, race horsing, and work horses. So the standards, the rules and stuff, they're across the board.
Yeah.
And that's what my point is that's what I look for in a stud dog and a female too, a brood bitch.
Yeah.
You got to get to the point where you're breeding your male almost every time that you breed him, you got something. You might miss once here or maybe twice in his lifetime. But you got to get to that point that no matter where you breed this dog, you get some, at least one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you work from there where you want to get up to where you're 50% litters, 75% litters. Once in a blue moon, you're going to get 100% litter where all of them work out. Takes a long time, but you can do it.
What about you, Rocco?
I like Chinaman.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I don't want to say Honey Bunch, but maybe Shady Lady.
Shady Lady. That's a good Chinaman to the
Yeah. You just saying that because you want killers. That's all you
I mean,
he wants some terrorists. He's trying to
Hey, Chinaman produced, and Shady Lady was a good dog. So I heard.
Well, she threw some good dogs too. Most people
Ain't
don't
the way it
know
goes.
that.
You get a good bitch and a producing male, and you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yes, she did. Bulldog P had a few winners out of her.
If I had my choice, I would go back in the day, and this motherfucker never missed. This is why I would choose him, and the fact that what Schoolboy said, don't matter what you bred him to, this motherfucker threw you match dogs. I would go get Fitzwater's Goldie. You dig what I'm talking about? And I would breed him to this good red boy shit we got today. Oh my God. And then,
why not?
And then why not take him back into himself and go old family? Just see what you get. Just try.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm talking about? You might breed, and I believe you would throw you a Ross's Red Devil in there.
Yeah.
You would get you.
Well, is there a way that you can look at Fitzwater Goldie pedigree?
Let me look it. Let me see if I can pull it.
What does it go back to?
Let me look real quick. I know this motherfucker in here somewhere. Here we go. Fitzwater Gold.
What's he got for Heinzel? What?
Heinzel, he got some Kobe, Hadley,
okay.
Leitner, bunch of Leitner, bunch of Wallace blood, Williams blood.
He's a Kobe Leitner dog, basically. Because people look at that and they see Heinzel and they think, well, is that Dibo? No, it's mostly Kobe.
Yeah.
So the reason I asked you to do that because you said you would take him, breed him to a red boy bitch. Well, that'll work. Whether you knew it or not, that's gonna work.
Yep.
Whether you remembered his breeding or not, I don't know why you said it, but it will work. Just look at the pedigree. They line up.
Yeah. He's in every good dog pedigree damn near that I see.
Yeah.
Any good dog of note, Fitzwater Goldie, somewhere in there, he done snuck his ass off up in there. You dig what I'm talking about? He got a lot of Leitner behind him on the bottom. This Hadley's Tim stuff is Williams blood. Go back to Bruce's Turk. We know that's Farmer's Turk. That's a black man's dog. You got Cochran's in there. Williams blood on. This is just on the bottom. I don't even know what this Hadley stuff is. Hadley's Tim is Bruce's Turk, Corcoran.
There you go. That's an Irish blood.
Yep, Irish Williams blood. Yep.
But wasn't back in those days most of them dogs red dogs?
Red and white?
Except for like the Kobe because he was doing his own thing.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, a lot of them were red.
Red. A lot of this,
and a lot of them were related some way too, and or they were these same guys were putting dogs together.
It's just straight. Oh, it's a lot of old family back here. A lot.
See, like, cause when I get back in those pedigrees, I don't really, so I don't know nothing about none of them dogs. Like, I don't know what he had. I don't know if those was considered the Irish dogs, like the Feely dogs, because that's mostly what's behind Dibo, and that's mostly what's behind the Eli, what you would call an Eli dog today, or a Boomerang dog, a Carver dog.
Yeah.
But then they separate.
It takes research. What you can do though is you'll see certain patterns.
Yeah.
Meaning they're putting stuff together, 3/4, a quarter, half brother, half sister, cousins, uncle, nieces, aunt, or total outcross, or you see Irish English mix.
Yeah.
Like that. And you'll see the Irish English all the way through the history of the breed.
Yeah, because you start to see it when you see names like Williams, Hemphill, Searcy, Ferguson. They mixing brothers and sisters, nephews, cousins, but it's still the same stuff. Hemp Hill got Harvey stuff. All that Harvey stuff is Lightner. You dig what I'm talking about? Menifee stuff all back through there. You dig what I'm talking about? Going back to that Bruce's stuff, which is Feely stuff. So you know, they breed
and you just follow it moving forward, and then you see the breeders after them got dogs from them, and then breeders like Tudor and Heinzel and Soros and Corvino and all these guys. Then you go to the next generation, and this people are getting dogs from them. So they're keeping basically the same patterns, same bloodlines, depending on which way they want to go. It's the same stuff over and over, repeated over and over, the same pattern. Whether they're doing it on purpose or they're doing it that way because this is what works, they all did the same thing. And that's all I did was take those examples and repeat over and over. And other people do the same thing.
I see, like back in those days on those pairs, when you look at those pairs, a lot of them are a lot of different dog men working together to create the one dog that's going to create the dogs that create the dogs we got now.
Yeah,
like the black.
Yep. Yeah, most of them knew each other or were around them, or they acquired dogs from them.
Yeah, you gonna breed who you're around.
Yeah. Or you're gonna go. You're gonna get what's working.
And it all.
I mentioned that audio tape I have of Clark, Sparks, Tudor, Corvino, Gaboon Trahan, and Harry Clark. Right, all them people had each other's dogs.
Yeah.
And they're just sitting around talking. But if you look at all their pedigrees, all of them have something what the other guy had.
Just in a different way, huh?
Just in a different way.
And I feel like
and
today,
other stuff too.
I feel like today everybody want to try and create or recreate the past instead of just saying I'm gonna get a good dog and a good dog like they was doing back then to create what we got now.
Yeah. Instead of trying to shape the future, they trying to recreate the past.
They trying to recreate the past. Like I'm gonna get a red boy alligator dog, and that's what was working back then. Well, I mean, if you don't got a bitch off a red boy and a son of alligator, then you're not gonna get that. Now, if you got two dogs that remind you of those two dogs, and no matter what they off of, you breed those together, you might get what you're looking for.
Right. You gotta see it, man. You gotta see it.
Yeah, I feel like when you want to really get progress in the dogs, you gotta have some money, some land, and some time.
Yeah.
If you don't got the land to make a breeding and keep all of them your first breeding, and then call them, and then move on and do that again, then you just gonna be taking 2 steps behind every time. Cause I tried to get 2 dogs, breed them, and I sold all the puppies. I ain't gonna lie. I gave my homeboy 1. I had 2. I picked the wrong 2. I sold the best one. I knew it was the best one. I still sold her. I knew she was the best one as a puppy, and I still sold her. I kept 2.
Good hands though, right?
Huh? Nah, I gave it to an old man. I already know what he did with her. I sold it to an old black man.
My rule of thumb was my straight stuff is not leaving the yard. The cross stuff could leave the yard, whether I sold it or gave it away. But if it was straight stuff that left my yard, is because I didn't want it. So my main stock, my foundation, all the important dogs, none of them ever left my yard. And that's why it's still around today. That's why it's still there, because it was kept intact.
Yeah, it's all
But
trial and error. That's what
I also wouldn't let something go that wasn't any good. If it was junk, I'm not gonna give it to someone else, even gift it.
Right.
I wouldn't do that either. So you got to have some kind of standard, some kind of rules for yourself. How you going to go about doing things? But you're right. You should keep as much of them as you can. If you're starting out, you're trying to build a foundation. You better keep each and every one of them.
Yeah. See, I gave my homeboy a male. He had came out when he was the first one out, and when he came out, his net was so damn big. I was like, damn, I'm gonna call this motherfucker Tank. And my homeboy was like, you get a red male, you get a red male. This is a red male I was talking about. You get a red male, let me get him. So I gave him that one. I sold probably like 3 of them. I kept 2. I kept a runt, and I kept a female, brother, sister. And the rest of them I lost, contact with the owners. I don't know what happened to them. You know what I'm saying? But I know my homeboy, who he had the red male, he had him for about 2 years. He got rid of him. I couldn't keep him. I couldn't take him back, so he got rid of him. I had to get rid of the daddy, and that's just so I know. Like next time, if I ever do get another one, because I ain't had the time, the patience, or the land for it. But I know that there's those 3 things you gotta have if you want to be successful and make progress and actually get to a point to where somebody will want your dog.
I agree.
Just sell a dog, make somebody want your dog. Because a dog is a dog. You can get a macho buck dog or a Chinaman, it don't matter. It's a dog. They all got the same kind of genetics. It's just which ones get which ones get what. They all got the same shot, no matter where it come from or who you get it from. They all got the same shot. Yeah. So when I do think about getting another dog or getting some more dogs, I'm like, I gotta make sure I got the land to keep 10 if she had 10,
Yep.
Because 10 pit bulls on the yard, that shit don't look good. You only, you got neighbors on both sides and behind you.
Yeah. It's real hard in today's time. Yeah, real hard to do.
But yeah, I think that's the key to breeding. I think you just gotta be patient with these dogs, raise them up, be patient with them, and then be real with yourself at the end of the day. Like if you love the dog. But if you see the flaws or the faults in the dog, then don't use it.
Yeah, you gotta be real with yourself. You dig what I'm talking about, or you will break your own heart.
Yeah.
I was telling my homie, he was getting $150, $200 dogs, in which I only paid $300 for the male that I bought. But he came ADBA registered, and his daddy was like that. I bought so many dogs from the dude. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna let you get this one for $3." So I gave my homeboy one. He had what he thought was the real deal. And when I gave him that male, he was like, "Boy, I love Rusty. Rusty did this. Rusty, he called me every day, tell me about Rusty. He showed me some pictures of Rusty. Now he like, boy, I ain't never getting rid. You know what I'm saying? But then some shit popped off the way he had to get rid of the dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just, that's how it work out. But sometimes, like they say, it's a crapshoot, but you can get lucky. And you got a better chance of getting lucky if you keep every dog, because at least one of them motherfuckers is gonna be able to win the show, pull some weight, climb a wall. At least one of them. But if you sell 5 of them and keep 4, then your chances of keeping that one out of here. Somebody got your shit, they done changed the papers on your shit. Never see that shit again. They ain't, you know what I'm saying? And you get recognition.
Yeah. Hey, schoolboy, before I get up out of here, have you heard about those perfection dogs?
What is it?
They got like I guess it's a kennel called Perfection Kennels. They had like Champion Lil Merc and Half Dick, and they used to fuck with the Old Glory boys. Do you remember that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
You talking like Old Glory Kennels?
Yeah, Old Glory Kennels. They had like Perfections, McLovin, and all that.
Oh, they got Old Glory Kennels got them Wild Side dogs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a dog called Half Dick.
The mountain, bandit dogs and
they're from Stompanato stuff, from Wild Side Stompanato.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Hey, your boy got to get up out of here, man. Hey, love, life, balance out there to everybody, man. Y'all keep scratching. Y'all keep scratching, keep bulldogging, man. Hey, shout out my boy, man. I got to get at you too, man. All right, boy.
All right.
Y'all be safe, man. Peace.
All right, bro.
Yeah, I need to get out of here too. I got some things to do, but thanks for having me on, Buck, and salute to the panel and the chat. Always a good time. Anybody need anything, hit me up on Facebook Messenger. My email, richardjschoolboy60@gmail.com, or on Instagram. Once again, thanks, Buck, and good luck with the magazine. I'm going to be hitting you up for the magazine here in a bit during this week.
Yeah, I appreciate you, schoolboy.
All right.
Appreciate
Take care. Salute, everybody.
All right, salute,
yes, sir.
Buck City.
Yes, sir. Hey,
what's going on, bro?
What's going on with y'all?
Nah, shit cooler, man.
Run to this old post office. Get it in. So all my people that support it, man, look, you guys got the bag is full right now. I might have to see if they got oh yeah, today, yesterday. Yes, sir. We got it in. Hey, we're gonna pull up later though.
Hey, I'm gonna hit you about the man, bro. I know I ain't grabbed the first one, but I'm gonna make sure I get one of these, bro.
Oh yeah, fuck with it, man. For sure, man. I appreciate the support. You can always text me on there, and boom, I'll give you whatever info you need, or I got the link in the show. You could just click the link and boom, get the mag. Appreciate everybody though. Appreciate everybody.
Hey, before we go, who you got? You got Davis knocking them out? Keyshawn? Or you don't?
When they fighting
tonight, they got he fight I don't know who he fight, De La Santos or something like that. He fight top rank though, but Keyshawn Davis fight tonight, and then Abdullah Mason fight right before that one too. So it should be two little knockouts tonight. Not no Tank.
Oh yeah.
I like Keyshawn though. I think
I got a graduation party that's gonna be over at like 9. I'm gonna probably miss everything.
Yeah.
Missed every damn thing, man. Fight night, damn. But who knows, man? I'm gonna check them out. I always got to get my reruns and the replays. I always got to do that.
Oh yeah,
hell yeah, man. I appreciate you for pulling up, though, my brother.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm always in the chat, even though if I don't even comment, I watch this shit on my TV, bro. You feel me?
Yeah, hell yeah. Now you got to pull up on us, man. You got to, pull up, get them conversations going. That's what it's all about.
Oh yeah.
Get them conversations going.
I'm still a student of the game at the end of the day, though. So, you know what I'm saying? I sit back and soak up the game.
Bloodthirst, you rock. Hey, salute everybody.
Yeah, salute y'all. Y'all be
what up?
You know what I'm saying? It's getting summertime. Y'all be safe.
Swamper. Where's Swamper at?
Summertime.
Oh, you got Swamper act like he want to hold it down while I run to the post office or something. Huh? Uh-oh. Melee, what up?
Oh yeah, Mason and Davis for sure.
Swamper, what up, man?
What's the word, my brother?
You got it. You got it.
That's it.
Swamp, what it is, bro?
What it do? What it do? What it do?
Yeah,
I need you to sign my magazine, Buck.
Yeah, I got a nice little stack sign right here.
Yes, sir. We swamping. That's what we doing, my brothers. We swamping. I'm at work. I'm on break, but I said let me check in with my family.
Oh yeah.
I know I missed a good one, but shit, I'm gonna catch y'all on the rebound.
Yeah, you know the candy paint. You know we got the candy paint. You guys got to get your candy paint orders up.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't the the competitors are just using regular paper, which that might be the most economic thing to do. And it did knock that price down a lot. But I think I like the shiny you know what I'm saying?
That shiny
just
shit
like
just
the
stand
dogs.
out.
Yeah, you could get it a little bit cheaper. You could cut corners and shit, or you could just do it the right way, all the way. Eventually, we're gonna have the steam. We're gonna have the binded, and it's gonna be the one that that's actually glued in. You know what I'm saying? That's not stapled. You feel me? That's gonna be the evolution of this shit. When
if you want low budget, go the other way.
You're gonna know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
we doing big things
I'm
here,
just
my
always
brother.
plotting, man. I think that's what God put me on this earth to do, to plot, bro. So fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just keep plotting, keep getting better.
You already know I'm gonna be there all the way through too for you, my brother. I got you.
Nah, I appreciate it.
On that end, you already know what it is. We already talked about it, so we ain't gotta speak on it. But yeah, I got you.
Hell yeah. None of this content used for illegal purposes. The tree huggers, they're gonna wanna have your head. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you guys support the channel. Hit the like button. It makes the haters mad. It gets them discombobulated. Yeah. And at the end of the day, they know they can't fuck with us. We still in the lead. Still. We always been in the lead. It just ain't gonna be a more inclusive channel that includes everybody. And doing it on another level so that we can remember this shit. After we all too old, we done forgot about getting on YouTube. Things start to fade away. Some of the old people that we used to see, we don't see them no more and shit. When that shit starts to happen, that motherfucking magazine gonna still be right there on the motherfucking shelf. You dig? So you can remember all this shit, all these events, all of these debates that we got going on that we cover. That's what we want to do, man. I'm sorry if it's the swamp that got to give it to you like that, or people with a checker pad, people that they write off, society write you off, they thought you wasn't gonna be shit, and I'm sorry that we had to be the one to put out the best magazine, the Maybach of dog magazines. That's what that says on there, in case if it's too small for you to look at. This is the Maybach of the shit. This ain't the goddamn Honda Accord. Although I need a Accord because them motherfuckers are good on gas. If I could find me one right now, a nice one, I'll jump right in it because it just what's going on with times. But the magazine, this ain't the Honda Accord. This ain't the Lexus. This is the motherfucking Maybach. So get with it, man. And I'll see y'all on the next one, man. I promise.
Bro, be safe, brother.
All right, bro. Peace.
my trousers. 200 of them bubble gums finna crop next week off top. I bleed the block and I pull up in a drop. Rockstar, I told heavy metal. I'm straight out the gutter by the sewer, yeah, the ghetto. Cold-blooded like Rick James. Yeah, I spit flames. Thanking God every day since this shit changed. Bismillah, yeah, I made it out. Giving attention, motivation, education. Yeah, this shit game. Staying on my pivot, not to mention. Watch these hoes stay on your toes. And never trust these bitches. I went from a cutlass to a fiscal. And I don't do the gram, baby, keep me out your mentions. I would never fold, I know niggas that done told. I got money in the attic, it's so old, it's about to mold.
In the hottest section with weapons and cocaine. 17 in the streets, hotter than propane. I'm on my toes, watch these hoes with bifocal frame. I been on these niggas' head like a migraine. In the hottest section with weapons and cocaine. 17 in the streets, hotter than propane. On my toes, watch these hoes with bifocal frames. Suicide doors on them, Kurt Cobain.
In your section, I be ripping while I'm flexing. 50,000 on my necklace, what's the question now? Kurt Cobain, I blew the brains in the drop head. Free my nigga out the feds, let me pop. I'm like propane. Yeah, I'm hot as a torch. Give me the ball, yeah, and watch how I scorch. 13 when I hopped off the porch. By 17, I was up on the court. I keep a weapon for protection. Don't get aggressive, I shoot like a missile. I'm trilled to the bone, all the way to the gristle. Kurt Cobain, yeah, suicide though. I'ma get it steep, hell, rain, or snow. Know I'm talking about sticking to the code, I don't know no other way. I'ma bleed the block, nigga, to God, open them gates, huh? Money, pound, ammunition, free that nigga long way. They call me streets, I'm really in these streets, like the song say.
In the hottest section with weapons and cocaine. 17 in the streets, hotter than propane. I'm on my toes, watch these hoes with bifocal frame. I been on these niggas' head like a migraine. In the hottest section with weapons and cocaine. 17 in the streets, hotter than propane. On my toes, watch these hoes with bifocal frames. Suicide doors on them, Kurt Cobain.